Some would say it's tahrsty outside. Some might say 9 tar 5 degrees. All I know is I'm tired of it. But we are going to tar grind, and it wouldn't be a Flinter stream if Shadow wasn't downstairs barking already. So that's great. Is it indeed too bad, Big Z? I guess it is. I'm glad everybody went with it. Keep digging. What's going on, Ethan? Let's jump to our main screen as we get going here. Time for more tar indeed. I really hope we get some things going here. If you guys didn't catch Friday's Twitch stream, we did set up a couple of more spots that we only got to maybe check like once or twice truly on a run. So we're going to see if that makes any difference for us. There's a 4, we like that. Hey Cameron. Hope you're having a good Monday. Welcome on in. Kevin's in here. This is Tartastic indeed, I must agree. Did you eat your Pop-Tarts? I can't make grilled cheese into a tar pun, unfortunately. That's what I had for lunch. 90 in Western Montana, we need some rain. Same, man. We're supposed to get a thunderstorm tomorrow, and I so hope it hits. Like, right before this stream, I ran out and hit the garden real quick with some water. It's just, everything struggled. It's so dry. What's going on, Mel? Mom just got your YouTube notification and read the title out loud. Hope she enjoyed it. What's up, Oscar? Is this epic? Do you mean is it on Epic Games? If so, no. See, you're back on the Hunter Call the Tar. It's, you know, it seems like that's all we do these days, but it is what it is. Hey, Shots and Shells. Got my first rare tiger. Nice, man. Congrats. Okay. 1 down. Many to go. Gotta do an IRL honeymoon hunt? We at least considered a little bit of that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. 97 in Virginia. We're close then. My thing, which is under like the overhang of the deck, so I'm pretty confident it's not the sun hitting it. It said 94 or 95. Hey, Dip 30. Winter Moose is in here. Kansas under a heat advisory, supposed to be 101 today. Yeah, that's too warm. I saw here at least, tomorrow is going to be the hottest day. It's 90 something. And then, it's supposed to cool down like fairly considerably. So I'm really hoping that actually rings true, because it's so warm. Got my first time in Euro Bison yesterday. Nice, man. Congrats. Shot a black tar and a pseudo-mellow white tiger that was a 56 score. Dang. It's a pretty good one. Alright, that 3 goes to 82. Don't want the 2. That 3 goes to 78, so I guess they're probably far enough apart they won't hear this. So we shoot that guy, we take our time. I'm almost thinking these are 2 herds, but it's really not worth the risk, so we're just going to kill the 4 and leave the 3. There's a female exactly in the way. Are you serious? Move! Alright, well, we're killing the 3 too. I think we... Oh no, we got the 4. Nice. Hey, Prodigy. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Done with July already? Well, you know, you made it halfway, so... That basically counts. Isn't that how it works in college? If you do like half a semester, you get full credit or something? Only 89 in Ohio? Oh, wow, that sounds glorious. You're living in the Arctic. Also got a Diamond Wild Boar, 158. That's huge, man. They only go to 159.5, I think. What's the time where you live? 9 a.m. in Norway. Surely 9 p.m., right? It is 3 p.m. here. Ban all Fabled Half. I would gladly take a Fabled Half. Got my great one, Red Deer and Quattro. Nice. I feel like Quattro doesn't get any kind of Red Deer grinding anymore because they, since they changed the Red Deer drink time on Tay to morning, or really since they balanced all drink times to be the same thing, it's kind of pointless to, you know, not pick the best map, but I like it. I like going to Quattro. Gonna be terrific when you get the great one and we're done with all these terrible puns. What are we ever gonna do for a stream? I can tell you it's gonna be snow leopards and stuff. If I ever get another, I'll throw it at you. Okay, I'll catch it. Trying to set up a grind for tar and it's so hard for me to find any zones, any tips. What we actually did with some success last Friday was we spec'd into the Keen Eye skill up here. And that basically, you go up to the tower, you hit a button, and it reveals, I think, 3 or 4 zones around the towers. And on numerous occasions, we found new tar zones down in these areas. So we're going to be grinding those today as well. I'd give that a shot, and just honestly, I mean, you know, using a real-life term, put on the miles. You just got to run around, you got to cover ground. You're going to find them, you're going to get warning calls, you're going to find tracks and stuff. It's just kind of what you got to do to make it happen. Got a little small... Jeez, that was loud. You're 100 meters away, guy. How are you that loud? That hurt my ears. So wait, if Mel has halves, does it make it a full? I think so. Mel has multiple fabled fulls. I can't see what they're doing down there, but it looks like they're doing something at the neighbors again, and Shadow might be barking the entire stream. I can't wait. How often do you use shorts on YouTube? Do you believe making more will expand your channel? I think it might. I've been uploading a short every day for like 3 weeks now. Prior to that, I almost did no shorts because I really, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't like short form content. I like longer form content, that's what I like to consume. So that's typically what I try to create. That said, lots of people do like Call of the Wild shorts, but I found really interesting. So I use a browser extension that sort of helps me with YouTube. It's called TubeBuddy. Essentially, it helps with like search terms, titles, all that kind of stuff. I really only use it for tags, which is essentially search terms. And the amount of searches for things like Call of the Wild shorts or the Hunter shorts, it really surprised me. So clearly there's a market for it, and yeah, I think it'll be generally useful to, I guess, get into that. Hey, JTech. The half. You like to consume bread. Same. I'm tired of this heat too. It's like 97. It's not fun. Is it supposed to cool down for you this week? Flinter the Hunter. What's going on, Bryce? Like to consume tar. That's interesting coming from over there. Alright. Another interesting thing. All of Friday, I don't think we killed a tar here. They like stopped showing up. So these are good things. I like this news. Hey, Rooster. Nothing crazy yet. Just blasted a couple of tar here. Just kind of getting going into a rhythm. Almonds was not enough for dinner? Well, what about almond milk? Did you milk them? Do you ever finish story missions? I used to do every single map that would come out. I'd give it about 2 weeks. You know, let everybody do the story that didn't want it to be spoiled by the stream. And then I would stream it. I would do it live, and it was really fun. Like, it was something that I think a lot of people actually look forward to. These last couple of maps, from what I'm told, the missions have just been so uninteresting, and I've, like, Mel did videos on both of them, and I watched them, and I was just like, I have no interest in doing these. These don't look interesting. Search Tube, it's called? TubeBuddy is what I use. What's your favorite dinosaur? Mine's a Tyrannosaurus. Oh, boy, now I gotta think of a tar pun. Brontosaurus? That's probably not a very good one. I tried. New England had some pretty good missions. I think we did the New England ones, because I remember it was Doc and his son, right? I'm pretty sure. Got the best mods? We do have the best mods this side of YouTube, I can tell you that much for certain. There's some smoles here. Alright, well that needs dead, but we can't hit that. Female tar. I don't know how to deal with this. Ready to see my pupper? You can sure hear her. I can tell you that much. Oh, hello. Alright. Best thing I can think of is to fast travel. We're just... I mean, maybe? This is a risk. Nah, let's fast travel. I was going to try to shoot right over top of the rock, but I don't think that's going to work. Why do I have 2 tripods there? So there was another spot over to the right that I think we may see later on. There's a big gap in the trees, and they feed up there too, but I can't see it from where we just were. So I have a second tripod to move just a little bit to the side and shoot those ones. There he is. Not my greatest shot. There we go. Simplicity, pretty much, yeah. What is your farthest shot? Mine's 385. According to these stats here, I think you go to this, 434 meters. Best trophy on the map? Good question. I mean, I really like the pseudo-mellow white tiger, because that's my favorite experience on the map for sure. Thinking across like the diamonds we have a really big diamond barracinga that I like, a couple of nice diamond tigers. Yeah, I don't know, I might be the rare tiger. Wheezy, thank you for subscribing, welcome on in. I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, got anything good? Nothing special yet, just kind of getting moving. Glad you can make it in. Mine's 435, take that. Gasp. The jumping off the bridge video, what, on Yukon? That's one of my favorites. I think I'm going to make a short of that eventually. Alright, now we go to our new spots, I think. Nope, let's do here first, and then we'll go to our new spots. Hey, Ender. Ended up getting my great one a week ago. or so, and I'm now 800 kills in number 2. I guess I might be having fun. You mean to tell me Tahr aren't as bad as everybody thought they were going to be? Favorite trophy overall? I really like my piebald. Oh my god, that was loud. Piebald Diamond Gray Fox. Can you not? I gotta turn my headset down. That's so loud. My poor ears. Alright. Onwards and upwards. This spot never has them early in the morning. This spot doesn't either. So we have, I think, 5 new locations set up. And we will see if any of them actually produce things. Do you prefer Way the Hunter, or I'm guessing that was going to be or Call of the Wild? At this point, Call of the Wild. Way the Hunter's replayability suffers after you've put in a significant amount of time, which I have. That's not to say that Way the Hunter's not good, or not fun for a long period of time. I'm like at 700 hours. It takes a long time to hit the, replayability cap, let's say, but as of now, until new content comes out, there's not a lot to do. Should do an IRL fishing video. Funny you say that. Yesterday, I went smallmouth fishing with Beeg. We were doing some streamers in a river near here, and I caught 2. Both of them were on video. He caught one right in front of me that's on video, and a couple more that it's like, he held them up in the distance, and I turned and looked at them. I don't know how on video those are. I don't even remember what this is set up for. It sounds like they're over here. But anyway, there may be a video of that. We'll see. Not a Tahr. Got a diamond snow leopard. I botched it. Oh, that sucks. That'll happen, though. What flies? I was using a crayfish streamer. He had gotten it somewhere. He actually, I brought my fly rod. He was like, well, this one has sink tip line on it. It'll be easier to use the streamer. And I'm like, all right. Which is typically what happens, because he has a million fly rods. So I ended up using one of his, so I don't know exactly what it was, but some sort of crayfish streamer, yeah. Hey, sweetness. Me love fish? I also love fish. Hello. A 4. What lovely news this is. I think we've been screwing up this entire time, because actually this is set up for, hello. I think we hit him. Not dropping yet, but I swear I saw him flinch. Anyway, this is set up for overlooking like this little meadow, but seems like the Tahr are always up here. Hey, Oklahoma. Do you have any advice for grinding? I mean, outside of setting up tents at your favorite zones and trying to find zones that give consistent respawns? Not really. I'm not exactly the world's foremost grinder at this point. I probably was at one point, but that was because I was like the only one. Do you watch WWE or any kind of sports? NFL is about the only sport I pay any attention to. I don't see any blood. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him again, though, so we'll just keep it moving here. Gotta go here and there. Hey, Rusty, thank you for becoming a Shoesty. Appreciate that. Welcome on in. I'm sure you know the drill, but be sure to link up your YouTube in the Discord if you haven't already. And enjoy the sub badges and emotes here on the channel. Oh, interesting. So that's a nice one. I guess they sit here early in the morning. That's good to know. I mean, we'll take it. We'll take a second, but I think we'll take it. Another one. What in the heck was that maneuver? Dude's going with evasives out here. Hey, Big Duck. Glad to be back. I appreciate you, man. Hey, Indoor Hunter. Honest thoughts on the New England Mountains map. It's funny because I was actually just on there. I have a series and it's literally like recorded 4 months out. I've recorded it, the entirety of it, and should I tell you what it is? I won't tell you the exact details, but essentially there's a lot of maps that I'm hunting, and one of them ended up being New England Mountains. I think my opinion is closer to what I thought it was going to be when the map was initially announced than I thought. Meaning, I kind of think it's a fun map to go and hunt. Like, it's got a lot of my favorites, whitetail, moose, black bear, things like that. And I actually really like pheasants and stuff too. So it's a good mix of that, but it's more of a challenge map to me. It's not a, well, this is the best place to go and hunt black bear, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to challenge myself today, we're hunting New England. I like it for that. It's just not, there's nothing on that map. Not pheasants, not quail, not whitetail, moose, black bear, any of the Great One species, where it's the best option. It's just a tough map to hunt, which if you're into that kind of thing, if you want a challenge, that's perfect. Only females on this end, I think. Oh. Ah, didn't get through the grass. I didn't know there were others down there. That's good to know. Learning these areas. And we're actually killing Tahr, which is fantastic. Fantastic, one might say. The gun's really good for doing a hunt like you would in real life. It can really work for something like that. Yet, I mean, it's visually, it's fantastic as well. Hey, Mason. And other Mason. New Lincoln more like New Trashland. Wow. Favorite Great One furs are Skull and Latte. Those are some good ones. Tell you what, I think the gray is super underrated. When they first showed off the gray on stream, I was like, alright, that's a Tahr fur, one of the Tahr furs of all time. But the more I've looked at it, I like it a lot. Did you play any sports? In grade school I played baseball, football, and basketball. In high school I only played baseball. Kill count, if I'm being honest with you, I don't even have a clue. I've killed a lot of stuff in prepping videos this past week, so my guess is 3,200 based on that, maybe still like 3,100-ish. Why did I go here? Well, we can rest here. Kill count, too many, yes. Our red-brown Tahr rare, that is the one common fur, actually. Eduardo, thank you for subscribing. I would like to make the distinction when I say the one common fur. Straw and light brown are uncommon, and then everything else, red brown, straw, light brown, anything that's not called those is a rare. Garrett, thank you for subscribing as well. What's up, Jesse? Forgot to tell you that I got the Irish Elk Rack Fallow Great One on Saturday. Nice. Which fur was it? Because I feel like I saw someone post one. May have been yours. Hot take, most underrated map in Call of the Wild in 2024 is Rancho. Rancho's a good map. Like, here's the issue with Rancho, and it's the only map that I can think of that suffers from this. Rancho was so insanely OP for things like whitetail grinding, but even like coyotes and bobcats, and I guess mule deer to a degree, though I didn't hunt mule deer that much. Rio Grande turkey, things were so densely populated in areas. It was so easy to find. I mean, the amount of diamond coyotes I killed on Rancho is dumb. They were all over the place. It was so good that when they redid it, it's still a very good map. But the nostalgia of like, I used to go out here and I could find a level 9 coyote, you know, in a couple of hours. Now I've only seen 2 coyotes this entire time. Like, I think it hurts the current Rancho version, even though it's very good. Silver, but I didn't post it? Oh, actually, funny enough, the one I saw was a silver, so go figure. Hey, K-Dog. Kylo's got another great one. There probably is a great one sitting on her map right now. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. There's a 3, that should be that 2. Very interesting the way they spawn here. Sometimes we kill 2 of them, typically just 1. That'll work. Can you do Call of the Wild the Angler live today? I think we're going to skip the Angler today. Unfortunately, what I thought was going to happen this past week was, you know, pretty much a stream every single day in addition to recording 2 videos a day and all that kind of stuff, and that just didn't happen. Between the heat and I guess just kind of underestimating how long it was going to take me to record 2 videos every day. Not that I haven't done it before, but regardless, I just didn't have the time to do all the streams. So what I thought was going to be a week of a ton of Tahr grinding ended up being not even remotely close to that. So given some time today, we're going to sink all of our hours into Tahr unless we get one. In that case, then we'll go fishing. What is your least favorite combo or fur type for any Great One? The red deer? Does that count? I don't think that counts because that's the only one. Other than that, any uneven rack, I hate. The whitetail aren't so bad, but I hate the moose with, like, I think Mel got one of these, so she's gonna yell at me. Big non-typical on one side and anything else on the other side. It just looks awful to me. I hate how that looks. So any fur with that is my least favorite. Do you play any other games? Mostly hunting games these days. I play Pokemon on my phone sometimes. That's fun. Haven't messed with that much this week either, because, you know, prepping videos. Imagine that. Nobody home. Really feel like there's certain spots to produce up here anymore, and most of the rest do not. How many zones? I think I use all 16 tents, so however many that kind of equates to. Guess who's 1 year closer to death today? Holy, happy birthday. That sounds extremely happy by the way you said it, too. Nothing here. I don't even know why we have these spots. But they show up sometimes, I guess. Hey, Sweetness, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate the meep. Thank you so much, man. Far too generous. I really appreciate it. Scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you for the Steelers QB situation this year? Coming from a Bengals fan from Southwestern Ohio, I'm pretty intrigued by it. I'm not nervous. I mean, I think I'm intrigued as well. I would say cautiously optimistic generally. I think it could go really well. I think even if it goes poorly, they're not on the hook for anything, so I'm not that concerned. But I think in all likelihood, they'll be better than they were last year. Shadow Borking ASMR when? She wants to come in here. But I really don't want her barking in here, so she's not coming in here. Play Fishing Planet? I don't know. Fishing Planet just doesn't really appeal to me. Like, I think it might be fun some random day to mess with it, but not something I'd play all the time. Josiah, thank you for subscribing. Pokemon is heat? Yes. I hear something. Oh. Hi. Small. Kind of decent. Small again. Just trying to find... Where's the Tahr that's warning calling? There's one on the left? That sound came from my left side. I don't know. Maybe I should have been paying attention. Well, we got the important one. And we hit the other one. And thank you, Lord. Coming from a Ravens fan, we welcome new QBs for the defense to pick on. I won't say what I want to say. It's definitely not Lamar's record against us. Anyway, not a fan of the Bengals at all. I used to really hate them in the Vontaze Perfect years and stuff. But not that I'm a fan of them now, because, you know, as a Steeler fan, of course, that can't be a thing. But I generally like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and them. They're fun to watch. How many kills? 3,000 some, I don't know. Forget when the last time was Lamar beat us? I can tell you. It was 2019? No. Just recently. The game where Mitch Trubisky came in. Was Lamar the quarterback of that game? The only other time was the Duck Hodges year, and the only reason he got that win was because Juju fumbled. They were going down to win it in overtime. We got Bills fans, we got Niners fans, we got Eagles fans. I bet every team, all 32, are represented somewhere in here. TJ Watt's the only thing the Ravens should fear? I don't even disagree with that. He's definitely... I think he's the biggest contributor to a team's win-loss total that's not a quarterback on any team. Migraines are always super helpful? Yeah, they're great. Patriots fans, Seahawks, Packers, another Seahawks, another Packers. Commanders, there we go. I represent the Chiefs. I don't know if Clark's here. I know... Oh, okay, that's loud. I know he's a Chiefs fan. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I guess that's his butt. Vikes, Jags, Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Steelers. I know we got a couple of Steelers fans just based on other such conversations. Guess we better go down and claim that. Dolphins. What is your level in Pokemon? My level? I don't know. I'm literally playing... Oh! I said Pokemon on my phone, so you think I mean Pokemon Go, huh? I should really clarify when I say that. So I have an emulator, and I'm playing Pokemon Emerald right now. I don't... Not that I dislike the modern games, but I have such an affinity for, like, the nostalgia of the old games. Glad some sports fans can coexist? Yeah. I think it's more a thing now than it was even 20 years ago. Because with salary cap and with, I think players more understanding of the business side of the sport, so often you have guys like switching teams and stuff and moving around all the time. So the team is constantly being shaken up. And if you're a fan of an individual player, like, I really liked Juju Smith-Schuster when he was here. And then he went to, goodness gracious, what all teams has he been on? Is it just KC in New England? I think maybe one other place too. And I root for him there too, so like, I feel like it softens your opinion of other teams. Alright, we got males down here again. You love Emerald? Emerald's one of my all-time favorites for sure. Oh, these are just the twos, though. I thought that was going to be that same herd that maybe respawned some decent ones. No such luck. There we go. About to hop down. Why is she barking so much? I can't tell what they're doing, but they've got a truck out there with a trailer that appears to have two, like, I can't tell if it's rolls of, like, some kind of piping or something. They're putting in something over there, and I'm kind of tempted to go throw her in the kennel, but I think she's still going to bark if I'm being honest. Mel's got her 6th great one, Tahr. It's true. I'm old enough to remember when she was going to take a break after 4. She got 2 more since then. Are super rares rarer than great ones? They're generally perceived to be more rare, yeah. Shadow barks at anything that moves, literally. She misses Kyla? You know what was really funny? Dad came here on Saturday. He was helping me fix something with our pump, and then like 12 other random things that needed done around here. And we had to go to the hardware store to get, I don't even know what it was called. Thing for pump, let's call it. So I had to throw her in the kennel for 20 minutes. She was so mad. Like, I've never had to push her into the kennel, but she would not go in there. So, did that. Came home, got everything done, and then when my dad left, this dog was depressed. She was laying on the couch. I come walking downstairs. She didn't even look at me. She did not care. She's just like, my grandpa left. I'm so sad. Complete menace to all squirrels? Oh my god. I don't think I've streamed since this. That must have been Saturday morning too. We have, no, maybe I did. Maybe it was Friday morning. Because I think I told it on stream then. We have like bird fencing around our garden. And a squirrel had run into it and couldn't figure out its way around it. If Shadow didn't listen to me, that thing would have been shredded. Because it was so dumb, it couldn't figure it out. And Shadow ran right up to it and was going to try to eat it. So I have my great one, white-tail fallow and red. What do I go after next? Bear seems like a very doable grind, especially now that their drink zones are like reset to be in the morning. Nervous. Did I go up there already? Maybe I did. Biblical Psychiatry, thank you for becoming a Tuesday. Welcome on in. Be sure to join the Discord and link up your YouTube to get the member role if you've not already done that, and enjoy the sub badges and emotes as well. So this is that opening I was talking about, JTag. This is what the other tripod's set up for. They don't appear to be there right now, which is kind of annoying. Alright, new spots check number 2. Catch and cook squirrel could have, for sure. Well, so I thought it was actually tangled up in the bird fencing. And first I yelled at Shadow, like, you know, don't eat that. And then I went over there to untangle it, and I was like, if I grab a hold of this thing, like, it's going to just take a chunk out of my hand. They don't mess around when they bite. So, fortunately, it wasn't actually stuck. I just kind of had to hurt it around the end, but that was my first thought. If I grab it, it probably won't go well. What's up, King? What starter did you pick for Emerald? This time around I did Torchic. So I had Sapphire as a kid. My brother had Emerald. Everything, we had them in reverse order. So we actually had Leaf Green and Fire Red, and then Sapphire and Emerald. Should have been Sapphire and Ruby. Nonetheless, the games were out long enough that Emerald was already a thing by the time we got those. So when I played Sapphire, Torchic was my starter, and for nostalgia purposes I went with it again. The Sika mating calls are terrifying. They're like a small elk, kind of. Gonna check my water beefs on Parquet. Hopefully you have something good. You think Call of the Wild should add squirrels? I think it'd be interesting, if they can find a way to do it and get them to interact properly with trees and stuff. Because I think if they add squirrels and they don't climb trees, then the immersion's just not going to be there. It's not going to be a good enough addition. If they could find a way to make that happen, I actually think they'd be kind of popular. You love the Muntjac mating calls? They're like little jump scare artists. It's more their warning calls for that, but I like how loud they are. Loving Reventuli Coast so far? Reventuli's one of the best maps. I feel like it kind of gets maybe underrated because it's so much small game and stuff, but Reventuli's fantastic. Ground squirrels, maybe? Do people hunt ground squirrels, though? Because I feel like it's mostly, mostly grazed fox squirrels, maybe some pine squirrels or red squirrels, whatever you call them. I've never really heard of anybody hunting ground squirrels. 10 fabled squirrel? Oh my god! Fabled piebald melanistic squirrel. How many tripods do I need for a fallow grind? Probably not that many. 8, I would think. Fallow are very localized on Tahrd. I missed. Tips on IRL bow hunting. The biggest thing is to practice. I know that probably sounds cliche and maybe a little bit dumb, but you have to send as many arrows down range as you can in the summer. In addition to that, I mean, stuff like, you know, making sure you tune your arrows, paper tuning if you haven't done that with your bow already. When I got started, I had a yard sale Hoyt, what was it called, an MT Sport, I believe was the name of the bow. It was probably, at the time it wasn't that old, maybe 10 years old, but it was probably made around 2000. And I didn't know anything about paper tuning. To the best of my knowledge, my dad didn't know anything about paper tuning because he never suggested it. You know, I'm sure I could have been much better off had I done all that. Paper tuning essentially, by the way, is just making sure that your arrows are coming off your bow straight and not like at a bit of an angle to begin with. It's an important step to make. Just little stuff like that makes a massive difference when you get into the woods. 40 arrows a day in sets of 4? I need to do something more like that. I had a shoulder injury, and I've talked about this so many times, years ago. And I gotta be careful how much I shoot, you know, to not re-aggravate that. But if I would just shoot enough to get past that, I could definitely do at least 40 a day. Hey, Direwolf, thanks for becoming a Shoosty. Welcome on in. Very much appreciate that. I definitely need to check the emoji slots, because I bet we've unlocked another one. Anyway, good to have you here. If you're not in the Discord, be sure to join that as well. Link up your YouTube, get the member roll, and enjoy the sub badges and emotes in chat. You're lucky. Top maps. Were you the one that has top 5? I don't know if I even have top 5. I guess I do. Probably Layton, though it's largely for nostalgia. Sooner Baton. Verhunga, Silver Age Peaks, Reventuli. Those last 3 could be interchangeable. Cool map idea could be like an Arctic map. Totally agree. You know what else we need? Confirm Flinter is a bow tinker. It's bad, dude. I'll say my Arctic map thing. See how we're leaving a trail right here? You can see where we've run through. If we could have that in the snow, the immersion would be unreal. Anyway, I get so, like, freaked out about not having my bow perfectly paper tuned and stuff that I spend way too much time at it. Like, I'll get it good. You'll get what is referred to as a bullet hole, meaning the arrow passed perfectly straight, no angling or anything. I'll get like 6 of those. I'll be like, I better shoot one more time, and then it'll be a little bit off, and then I might as well restart. It's a complete mess. Where did I even go? Need Iceland map with Iceland golden eyes. So what? I have no knowledge of them. What makes them different than the golden eyes we have? Bob's Adventures, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. Got ourselves some sheep. Think we're good to rest. As a fellow PA resident, bow hunting is tough here. Oh yeah, it's definitely a challenging state to bow hunt in. And you know, I say that as someone who's been hunting private land and farmland my entire life. If you're on public, if you're just in like, you know, big timber and stuff, it only gets more difficult. It's chasing mature bucks in this state. There's not as many of them to begin with, and it's so hard to, like, if you're hunting them in big timber and stuff, which is where they often are, there's no like patterning them per se, because there's not a trail. They'll go anywhere in the woods. You just gotta hope you're set up in the right spot. Alright, I'm gonna unplug my headset. It should be charged up good enough. Up in the Allegheny National Forest, any legal buck's a trophy? Yeah, it's so different, like, that perspective. Want a true Alaska mountain map with doll sheep, mountain goat, and wolverines? If they were to do something like that, it would definitely be better if it was a full map as opposed to, you know, just slapping those on Yukon. Though I would take the slap in the mud Yukon approach too. How many cameras do you have out? Right now, 6, I think. I just brought my cell cam home from my parents yesterday. I want to get it out. And I'm gonna buy a couple more for here. So I guess by the time all that's done, around 10. Southern Ohio's juice for big deer. Most of Ohio's got unbelievable genetics. Iceland Golden Eyes are different because they got less white and they're smaller. Gotcha. What gun for Gensbuck grinded? Do you care if you mess up potential rares that you don't notice? Because I probably would go 300. They're tough. I would personally just want to kill them and not have to track them, as opposed to the opposite. Best cheap trail cam of all time is the Stealth Cam Wild View. I don't know if we have the Wild Views, but 4 of the ones we're running are Stealth Cams. I've been thinking of doing like an experimental video. Hey! That we like to see. Anyway, my thought is buy 2 of the cheapest Amazon cameras I can find and 2 higher end ones. I don't even know what is a high end camera these days. Is it like Cuddy back, or like are they still kind of top of the market type thing? But anyway, just compare their performance and see how they do. I'll stand by Wosport as the best cheap brand. That one we had died earlier than I would have liked, but that might have been my fault. Big mail. We both just spotted 5s at the same time. Are we twins? Cuddyback's gone so downhill. Think Reveal? Yeah, they're just such different cameras, I don't know. Reveal definitely seems to be the most popular, and I want to get another cell cam too. I've been talking about this specifically with you, honestly, in the recent days, but when you're hunting such small parcels as like our little 14-acre spot here, you gotta know when the deer are using it, and just having a couple of cell cams out can really help you, you know, determine when the time to really hit it hard is. I think we're gonna have to... Oh, that's a big 4. We might need to get out of here, though, rather than just letting him leave. First time to the grind, it seems as I'm good luck. First time in today, for sure. Oh, that's a good-looking one. What fur is that? That's just red-brown. It looked really funny in the sun. Alright, so it's around 1:30. Probably just gonna alert him. Especially since he's heading for the trees. Maybe not. Give us elephants? I'd like it. That'll work. If we can get the 4, that would be fantastic. Nice. Good deal. Decent estimate. I feel like most of the ones that are like that score pretty well, but we'll see. It's probably going to be 104 again. Smoked. Stealth Cam Fusion X Pro is my favorite cell cam because they're easy to set up. I'll have to compare prices and stuff because the Tacticams are the only ones we've used. My dad has 2, my brother has 1, I have 1, and like I said, I want to get another one. They're pretty straightforward though. I think those are decent looking horns anyway. Not only did we mess up the shot, he was a 105.9? We were just a tiny bit too high, like scratched the top of the lungs but didn't get him. I actually thought that was perfectly fine through the lungs. Anyway, I guess I'll let Shadow in here because she's scratching the door to come in. 107.63, jeez. Oof. So now, we've now messed up 2, but at least that one wasn't with the 300. But you're not jumping up on the desk. Big small. I'm bad. I know it's true. Confirmed terrible. Not gonna lie, I have cams, but I like having random bucks walk out not knowing. Oh yeah, I mean, most of the bucks I've ever shot are bucks that I, you know, didn't have any previous history with. There is something really fun about chasing one particular deer, like all the years I chased the Bladed 9 and stuff. Never did get him, never actually had well, never took a shot at him. I had a couple of opportunities where, like, shots could have maybe happened. But anyway, there's something to be said, I guess, for not knowing what's out there and just going out and seeing what happens. Like in rifle season. So often we get deer being driven from other properties that just end up, you know, out in front of me. I have no way of being like, you know, maybe those deer were never on the property prior to that to get trail camera pictures of. And it's really fun not knowing what might come off of there, you know? She's gonna start barking? Maybe. I heard, I guess, somebody yelling out there or something, and she's boofing at that right now, but as long as she just chills, it's okay. Two of my target bucks from last year are on my cameras right now, and they are big. Nice. We've got a couple at my parents' that are looking pretty interesting, and we haven't seen the biggest ones here yet, but that's pretty typical for them. How many kills right now? 3,200-ish. I don't have an exact count. When you... What kind of sentence was that? Updated face reveal. I'm not reading the rest. Other than yourself, who's your favorite Call to Out influencer? It's definitely me. Killakai12. The West Virginian, thank you for subscribing. I'm also not my own favorite, by the way. There we go. New favorite map? Are you asking if Sooner Baton's my new favorite? I still really like Layton for the nostalgia and stuff. I enjoy this map a lot, don't get me wrong. But I think the nostalgia's still gonna win out for me. Like, say you ask me in 3 months, 6 months, whatever, it'll probably be Layton. What's your least favorite NFL Don't Say Bengals I Kidnap Your Deer? NFL team? It would, like, straight up, it would have been the Bengals 5 years ago. Least favorite now? I don't even know if I really have one. Is there a team that I just hate to see succeed? Not really. Well, this isn't even fair to the Commanders, but I was really not a big fan of Daniel Snyder, so, like, there was that. But that wasn't really the Commanders' fault, necessarily. I need to stop being biased. I'm back. Did I miss anything? I screwed up a pretty nice diamond. I shot him right through the spinal cord. He really enjoys the 1 30-second clip I send him once every 12 years. It is true. Bottom Boy makes elite Call to Out content once a year. The Bears, they're actually going to be fun to watch this year. I'm curious if Caleb Williams is going to be good. They should make the AR-223 hold 30 rounds. They ought to make, what the heck was it? Was it a 32 or a 25 ACP or something? It was on Paul Harrell's channel pretty recently. But it had a drum mag for a tiny little, like, pocket handgun. I thought it was hilarious. Browns are hard to like. I was gonna say the Browns are my least favorite, but it's, again, it's not the Browns, it's just Deshaun Watson. They also did employ Kareem Hunt after the whole thing. Anyway. I'm sitting here saying that. The Steelers did re-sign Cam Sutton. He also did some things, so can't exactly excuse that one. Hope I see you at a Steelers game someday. We were talking about trying to go to the Cowboys game this year, but the prices were not exactly something I'd like to pay. The reset I've done has had a detrimental effect on my abilities. Oh no. The Raiders. If I, you know why I didn't like them? Because they would always beat the Steelers. Like, for so many years, for no good reason, they would always win. The last couple years, the Steelers have beat them, but it just annoyed me. Like, the Terrell Pryor 93-yard touchdown run first play of the game. Like, the Steelers were a much better team that year, still lost. Just would happen over and over and over again, routinely. Alright, I think we gotta go here real quick, just to make sure. Do you have an alibi for the other day? Oh, that other day? I have video footage of me recording Classic. What's the fastest way to manage your herds? I'm not really good with that kind of thing. There's probably somebody in the chat that could give you a decent response to that, but it's not something I've spent much time with. You know what I haven't had here in a long time? Is a 5. I think the last level 5 Tahr I shot in this zone was before I killed a diamond. And he ended up trolling. Chiefs, because I get sick about hearing about Taylor Swift. I don't know. I feel like it's not that annoying personally. Hey, Outdoor. Did you, oh my god, dude. Did you do any looking into a PC? ARs need 10-round mags? I just think it would be like... What you'd have is... I'm gonna shut the door again. See you, bye. What you'd have is people just blasting away at everything in multiplayer. Like, at least with 5 rounds, to some degree, you gotta conserve your ammo. It's loud, I agree. She's really annoying. I like how the last, I don't know, 5 days, I've streamed twice, right? Friday and today. The only time she has been barking is during the entirety of both streams. Because the neighbors are getting some kind of work done over there. And she doesn't see a squirrel, no, she sees a truck. And people walking around. And it's not on our property. But she doesn't care. She thinks she owns the entire place. Just carry 2 ARs sometimes? I mean, it's kind of the same thing anyway, right? Gives you 10 rounds. A little bit of a delay in between using them. Favorite great one? Definitely our moose. What type of dog? A loud one. Border Collie and Blue Heeler mix. Did you see my almost max score feral goat? No. I missed that. How big was it? You guys hear a scratching at the door now? Pirates, I guess, kind of have their own Taylor Swift with Libby Dunn. Is she an actor? I don't even know what she does. I know of her existence because she's dating Paul Skeens. Need to put a silencer mod on Shadow? I'm going to let her back in here, and if she barks again, I'm just putting her in the kennel. Did you behave this time?
No, I don't behave.
Are there 3... Oh, is level 3 water buffalo minimum? I think so. For males anyway, I want to say that's correct. She's not happy with you. How dare you lock me out? And then she wants to jump up here and, like, look out the window so she can bark again. And then she gets mad at me for not letting her do that. She's just, you know, she really likes to do exactly what she wants, and if she doesn't get her way, she gets big mad. Have I ever bear hunted? No. When I was deer hunting in Tennessee, though, if I was bear hunting, I'd have been very successful. Those things were everywhere. It was alarming how everywhere they were. Don't you start again. 224, holy. I don't even know if there is a true max because it's true horns, but that's gigantic regardless. You just saw level 3 water buffalo? I saw one when I was hunting down at the river yesterday. I don't even know if I shot it. I should have. That's exactly what she thinks, Sarah. And she gets away with stuff because she is a small, cute dog. If she was like an 100-pound German Shepherd Lab mix like our family dog growing up, there's no way she'd get away with any of this. She gets away with everything with my parents, too. She's like the grand dog, even though they have an actual grandchild now. She was the only grandchild dog, but not anymore. Ergen, thank you for subscribing. I got y'all, I'll check it out after the stream. How's the grind going? It's going. May or may not have screwed up a fairly decent diamond a little bit ago. That was a bit of an oof situation. What even zone am I after here? This one? Ah, okay. Oh, nice 4. I don't know how we got that, but we did. So now I know. Grandchild dog, well, I was trying to say both. I don't know. Love your IRL hunts? Thank you, man. Might have some IRL fishing videos to show up eventually here as well. 19-year-old dog? That's gotta be one of the oldest dogs ever. When you train a dog to speak, bark, and command, you also train them to stop barking with another command? We never really trained Shadow to speak, but we definitely didn't train her to not speak. Favorite animal? I know I've asked a lot of your favorite questions. Favorite animal to hunt? Gray wolves. I really like getting attacked by them, although tigers certainly has moved up that list too. Model-wise, though, and all that, snow leopards. I'll tell you what, since they've added tigers and snow leopards, the realization of how not good the gray wolf models are has really set in. Like, you look at them and you compare them to what we have now, it's like, oh, these kind of look bad. Got me itching to fish this evening when I go change cards. I don't know how warm it's going to be by then, but if you can, you know, get out in the water a little bit and cool down. I had hip waders on, so that didn't really help me cool down that much, but it was so warm. Like, it was disgusting outside. I'm glad we caught fish. Lions are plastic. The lions also look bad, yes. Some of my trophies look dreadful. Yeah, some of the oldest models that haven't had any kind of love, because, you know, things like whitetail, moose, black bear, red deer, like a lot of the original models actually have gotten little reworks. But you look at, I mean, Virunga was the second DLC map ever. You look at lions and even blacktail, they didn't really get any changes from the originals. They're rough. Hey Zachy, thank you for the 67 months. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Finally got the hip waders. Yeah, it only took me till July. Not as bad as the grizzlies. They're bad too. The grizzlies look real bad.
Meh. Meh.
Alright, I guess only one herd this time of day. Fine by me. The jackals look horrible? Yeah, I mean, compared to the jackals, the coyotes are fine. But the coyotes also don't look good. Did the math last night, Muley's Lions and Cape Buffalo are the most likely to be the next great one? Out of curiosity, what is the math that has led to this equation? What's up, Saggy? Euro hair have to be the worst? They're bad. All the rabbits prior to probably antelope jackrabbit really weren't that good. Did we get everything already? I think so. I don't know if we went here, so we'll jump here to change the time. What country do you live in? USA. With how good the black buck look, you think they could and would make some models better? I hope they do. Oh, we did go here, I remember. It was right when Shadow was barking. I thought I saw a Tahr right on top of that hill, actually. I don't now, anyway. So we rest again. Why also focus on the graphics instead of enjoying the game? Like with the models and stuff? To me, I think it matters. It's more of the oldest ones aren't up to snuff with the newest ones. Like in Classic, I would call it like an art style almost. Meaning, you know, even some of the oldest models, your whitetail and mule deer and stuff. The axis deer, the fallow deer, some of the newest stuff, they're made in that exact same artistic style. I don't have a better way to say it. Versus, you know, the new ones we get now, they don't match necessarily. And they look great, don't get me wrong. But it does really make the other ones look worse. What time's the best time to grind Tahr? I do all the times a day. I know there's a bunch of different ways that it's been done. For me, going through all the different time cycles has really worked. At least in terms of kills. Sure hasn't got me a great one yet. Orange water buffalo is indeed rare, yes. Are you going to play the College Football 25 game? To this point, I've said no. I've watched, you know, some trailers and people have been posting clips on Twitter and stuff because it didn't just come out today. And every time I look at it, I'm like, that movement does look pretty good. Might be kind of fun. So, I don't know. Maybe if I can catch it on a sale or something, I'll mess with it. It's not a game that I intend to put any real time into, though. It's a nice 4. Since he's the only one, we use the proper weapon. Would have been really funny if I whiffed that shot, too. Writing a very heartfelt message, I'm sure you were. Got a level 4 orange one, not bad. Ugh, that title's disgusting. Ugh, beans on toast, am I right? K-Flow gets it. Killed my first ever super. What'd you get, man? Congrats. That gun has such a pow to it. For a handgun, I got the wrong thing. It sounds fantastic. How hot is it in Pennsylvania? My thermometer outside, which is like under the overhang of the deck, therefore it shouldn't be getting influenced by like the heat of the sun or anything, it said like 94. Got a 370 gross rosy and classic with the odd 8. Nice. I don't know if I've ever shot anything real big with it. I only use it for whitetail for my like yearly rifle season in real life just came in video. Interesting, we've had a couple of big ones right in the same area now. It's rained for like the last 3 months? In England? No. It can't be true. Where do we get... It was like back here, right? We killed 1 or 2 Friday that were in this area. It's so nice that Shadow's not barking. I really just... The peace and quiet is elite. Oop. How many kills? 3,200 or something like that. I heard something. Right. Yep, there we go. What a great spot to be. Excuse me. I'd like to speak with you about your Tahr's extended warranty. Oh, he's dead. Don't you start. I'm just yelling at a Tahr. Is it nice not having Killer Kai coming at you live? What's that supposed to mean? My brother's friend will be in the college football game. Oh, nice. That's cool. Why do beavers take down tents? So, Mel was saying that I guess Jaxy kind of informed us that a lot of times it's when you're fast traveling there's an animal inside the tent and that kind of confuses the game. Other times it's if the game like has a hard time loading the terrain properly. That can also cause it. Why did I say anything about her barking? So proud of... I missed whatever it was. Now I gotta find it. Or do you mean the coming at you live thing? Calling about your Tahr's extended warranty? Oh, well, now we can't shoot that because we already killed 2. If I ever get those calls, I always respond by saying I don't have a car. Maybe I'm gonna start telling them I don't have a Tahr. Why is your dog howling and barking? There's somebody outside. They're doing some kind of work over the neighbors and she just can't take it. Let me know how there's animals in the way of my tree stand. Yeah, that one I don't quite get. I can't imagine what would be causing the tree stands to be taken down. Maybe there has to be some amount of area that's clear though, I don't know. The ultimate guard dog? That is, so Friday when she was barking like crazy because the neighbors were also getting things done. As I said, pretty much the only time in the last several days has been exactly when I'm streaming. It's just ideal timing. But, that's exactly what my neighbor said when she came over, because she was telling me they might make some slight ruts in the yard, but they're going to fill them in with gravel afterwards, and I'm like, whatever, sure. But Shadow was just absolutely losing her mind, because the neighbor walked right up to the door. And that's what she said, like, you'll never have to worry about anybody, you know, sneaking in. No, I will not. Listen to you. I'm going to try to bop you in the forehead. No, we hit it. That went less than good. Shadow's the goat at Call of the Wild? I do have a picture of her. I don't remember if Call of the Wild's up in the picture. I think it might be. But I have a picture of her sitting in my chair with like the microphone right in front of her. I think I put it on Instagram. It's probably one of the last things I put on Instagram. Tree stands need to be fixed. A lot of stuff needs to be fixed, to be fair. Multiplayer needs to be fixed. Got a diamond black bear tractor for 4 miles, and I have every diamond species in the game. Diamond bear species even. Nice. Next level 1 Tahr should be named Tahr. Hopefully we get another level 1. We've had Tahr and Tahr for quite some time now. I want to know how much longer with this engine feel like they're catering to old-gen consoles? You would think at some point, right? They'll have to at least... Maybe it'll be just the next game. But they'd at least have to look at it and be like, you know... There's things we could do if we only went on to, like, newer hardware. But at the same time, do they want to potentially cut into their player base? I'd imagine not. Need a better anti-cheating multiplayer? Yeah, I mean, just anything to help with the cheating and the stabilization issues. Diesel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. Plot twist called out on Unreal Engine 5. Will that give us elephants? Brr. What is your favorite trophy? I think our Piebald Diamond Gray Fox. I swear if they switch away from my Xbox One and force me to buy a PC. Well, I'd imagine you could get like a newer Xbox, but how old is the Xbox One by now? Because I think just, you know, naturally at some point it's fair to assume they'll start to look to the next gen. Is that not it? No, it is. Where are you going? Did I hit an extra one? Oh, I did. Uh-oh. That's bad. Flinter is grinding Tahr? Indeed. That's the one that we doinked in the face, so I guess, like... Oh, yeah. Well, that's bad. Hey, Rob. It's going alright. We probably just screwed up one of our Tahr zones, which is unfortunate. Just barely hit him in the butt. A bummer, you might say. 10 years this year, that sentence alone makes me feel old. That do be a while ago now. What's up, Nathan? I feel like that was probably a big reason why there was so much concern with what and how you play on the last survey. Maybe. Because they were... It was all kinds of stuff, right? Like, what's your favorite or your most... saying this horribly. The top reasons you play, and it was like exploration, completing missions, finding trophies, all that stuff. Hey, Clark. A YouTube recommendation that isn't the news, imagine. 2018 was 6 years ago? That doesn't seem possible. 2018 was 2 years ago, and I refuse to believe anything else. I'm living in 2020, but without a mask. Alright, back down we go. Just got a 1091 Diamond Croc, not bad. This is one of the only games I can store on my hard drive because it isn't Series X/S optimized. What does having them optimized do that prevents you from storing it? That's kind of... I didn't know that was a thing. So if there's a 2 down there... kind of thinking there's nothing we can shoot. There's a sheep if we wanted it, but other than that... Just got a 188 bison. Oh dang, that's a good one. 2020 felt like it was last year, the government speeding up time. I'm telling you, they put something in COVID that made time go faster. That's the one conspiracy I believe in. Hello? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I took my tent down. I never replaced it. Oh, we have a slight run. Means you cannot have it on external storage. It has to be internal. Oh, okay. It's Kern. What would you like the new map to be? I still want an Arctic map. I think Greenland would be awesome, but anything up to the standard of Sooner Baton, to be honest. They put Master Chief in the soda. Soda! Hey, Lucas. Have you got a diamond? We should have killed a diamond today, but I may have slightly screwed it up. Uh-huh. So that must be where they feed at. Because we fast travel up here, and they run like just kind of like out of sight. That's got to be where they're coming from. Over 1,000 miles kills probably into the whitetail ground, and I haven't even seen a level 3. That sounds alarming. I feel like you should have had at least one by now. Hey, Cam. Day's been good, D3. I had a really long experience recording Classic earlier. It's like a 4-hour video, I think. But that turned out decently well. I'm just very much looking forward to it not being so unbelievably hot later this week, because sitting inside and just like hiding in the office with the air on until evening is not fun. What map? Sudapaton. That makes sense to me, Jibers. I got you now. Can we shoost big males? Maybe. Maybe if I don't have my tents being murdered by beavers. There are people in this chat who were not alive when you first played Call of the Wild? Maybe. That's possible. Gonna grind bears because I let a YouTuber choose what I grind and she chose bears. Not a bad choice, honestly. Looking to start my second grind. It did following up my great one after about 3,500 kills. What would you suggest the next grind be in which map? If it were me, I mean, the bear grind on Silver Edge Peaks is not bad. I would definitely consider that one. Whitetail probably on Reventuli. I think that would maybe be my immediate choice. New zone. All right, these are good things. Is the Great One Moose grind hard? What's difficult about the Great One Moose grind, really, is the tracking. Non-stop, even good shots require sometimes several hundred meters of tracking. That's the part I don't like. That's a huge level 3. What are you doing? Too bad we insta-killed him because he 100% would have done the thing where they fall and kick around for a minute and get back up. Fallow Ante? Didn't he already do Fallow? There's also us in the chat that were walking and talking before Flooper was born. Yeah, you know, back in my day, we didn't have these video games. Hardest apart from the Tahr grind, gotta be moose. Chairs. Oh, glad you said something. Tent. A rock lover like you. What's up, Noah? My opinion is whitetail rancho are underrated. I could see that being the case. I feel like there's so much more spread out on that map now, though. They're harder to really pin down, even than Reventuli. So, there we go. Is it better to get a black bear, great one, or moose? I guess it kind of comes down to personal preference, but it's probably easier to get a bear at this stage. I was in 2nd grade when Floob was born. That sounds about right. What's up with that stand? I don't know, like when you place them at angles sometimes, like on hills, it just sort of happens. What great one should I grind to get my first great one and what map? I would do Fallow Ante if you haven't done one yet. It's the most forgiving, meaning if you accidentally delete zones and stuff, it really doesn't matter. They're going to end up back in the same place anyway. And it's also kind of the easiest to figure out. How old am I? I had to think about it. 26. For 2 more months. Chose whitetail and... What the heck is Ack? Where is this thing? Oh. standing on top of it. Yikes. Later, Zaggy. What animal do you think is the easiest great one to get? Gotta be fallow deer. How many kills did it take you to get your great one? Red deer 5,600 if I recall correctly. Most unforgiving grind? I would say Tahr. Because with feed zones, there's so many more potential locations they can move to. Versus with a drink zone, like, you can delete zones all you want, they're gonna end up at some body of water, right? So going and finding those zones is not a problem. Like, you should try to avoid deleting zones with any grind. But if you do it, it's not the end of the world. With Tahr, like, you can really cause problems if you screw up your zones. $23 when I was born? Holy. Alright, now we go down here, I think. -2. How's it going, Timothy? Hey, Fro. So you were born in September, indeed. Just gonna throw Sir 12 back in there because I heard his footsteps when we spawned. Red brown would be a Tahr. Female Tahr. Alright, so far this particular new location has given us exactly 1 kill. Now, there's tracks there. Sometimes you gotta get out of the tripod to get them to spawn. I don't know why. Didn't make any difference here. To the next. $200 when you were born? A vampire. It's a decent sheep. Oh, hey. Don't. Good lord. See if I can screw that up 10 more times. Please let me. The tripod, God. You're lucky, game. Beat you up for that. No tripod for you? I guess not. That's ridiculous. Good to know they're right by the tripod late in the day, though. That was painful to watch. I promise I was hitting shift when it came up, but I was jumping to it, so I guess it didn't like that. Hit a 164 and 163 mythical water buffalo in the same zone. That's pretty solid, because I feel like when I look for water buffalo these days, I rarely get 2 big ones at the same time. How do you beat up a game? Very carefully. Okay, usually they're up there. Not this time. This might have been the other herd then? Because no males? Fine by me. My 3 level 5 Tahr in 1 zone and none troll was pretty epic. That's still gotta be, as far as like Tahr grinding happening, that's gotta be one of the rarest things I've heard of happening. Meep. The Nepal whistle goat. Bro fell off, literally. Those are the tracks we want. Whoa! That man's flying. Try to, like, not shoot the one behind him, but maybe could have considered hitting him in doing that. Do birds not leave tracks when flying at all? Actually, they leave walking tracks when they fly. It's kind of dumb, but it does help you to keep up with them, so I kind of see why they did it. Justice for P-Tahr? Well, at least we have, like, a makeup P-Tahr since then. Feed zone discovered. Okay. interesting. Epic shots, to be honest. I try, you know. Thinking about doing a grind for Mule Deer Diamond. Which map would be better considering SRP? All Mule Deer maps have the issue of there's a species on the map that will spook them. Parquet and SRP, Mountain Lion and Puma, and then obviously Bobcat on Rancho. Rancho might be a decent idea. Because the issue with Mule Deer drink time is for Puma and Mountain Lion, that's when they're feeding and chasing and stuff. And you will have them chasing away Mule Deer from their drink zones fairly often. It might not be a bad call to just do Rancho, because you may have some Bobcats spooking them, but that shouldn't happen much. Hey, ZBG. I don't know, 3,200 or thereabouts. I really have lost track lately. Miss Tahr President. What happens this time of night? Some fellow friends. All female. And a blue sheep. And nothing up there. Oh, wait. Sheep. Well, I think we're ready to reset then. Where was I? I think here's where we're kind of making the hub of our grind at this point. Where I like to go back to reset. I'll do Rancho because who knows, I may encounter a diamond antelope jackrabbit. There you go. I hear things. Sure would be a shame if I could see them. Thanks, game. Really proud of you for that. Parquet's good too? Yeah, I feel like there's less Puma issues than Mountain Lion issues, but it'd still be a problem occasionally. Don't like how in 3 days Sooner Baton would be a month old. We were just saying, like, they put something in COVID to make time go faster. It's not real. Dream Super Rare. Leucistic Diamond Snow Leopard's on the list for sure. Albino Diamond Blue Sheep would look pretty cool. I've always wanted Leucistic, like, specifically Bighorns Diamond Cape Buffalo. But now that we've seen what they were able to pull off with the Water Buffalo model rework, I'd like them to redo the capes before I would get such a thing. The Crud? What? Instead of Tahrd, you wish Call of the Wild made the Great One a different species. I like Tahr, to be honest. I get why people want something different, but I kind of think Tahr were a neat idea for this. Hey, it's snowing. How many hours do you have on Call of the Wild? Good question. Let me see if I can spot the Tahr that are supposed to be here. There's a 2. There ought to be another male. Oh. Another 2. Typically, there's one other one. Yeah, maybe we'll see him later. Obanga? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Thank you for subscribing. Alright, well, we load in here, if the game will let me. Hours 7,388. But a preferred Muntjac. That would be an interesting Great One idea. Great One Red Fox, and it's the size of a wolf, just a huge male. Tell me how a 300-pound Tahr fits on a small plaque, but a 100-pound hog deer doesn't. Yeah, one of the funny things, model scaling in this game isn't consistent. Like, there's certain species that, for whatever reason, their weight just doesn't match the size that they made the actual model. It really, like, when I notice it, it really bothers me. I don't notice it that often. But you get, like, the perfect scenario where you kill, I don't know, we'll say a Tahr, since we're talking about them being 300 pounds, and maybe it's laying next to, like, a supposedly, like, 100-pound blue sheep, and you look at them and you're like, oh, these things are, like, the same size, what? Chosen One, thank you for subscribing, and welcome on in. Blackbuck was the only reason I hunted Parquet, but now that they're on Pseudo Breton, I'll probably never hunt it again. At least for me, and I don't know a lot of apparently, good black buck drink zones on Parquet, because when I was looking for them for yesterday's video, I got really lucky we found that piebald. It just happened to be, like, one of the 3 spots that I actually knew about being good. But I did like the numbers of black buck I saw on Parquet. I feel like I see more on Parquet than here. Later, Aaron. Black buck are on the bottom right of the coast. I was wondering if they might be, because I see them when I chase water buffalo down there, but I had limited time to get that video done, and I didn't want to run all the way down there and be wrong. I'll have to check that spot too then. Is this still your first Great One hunt? What do you mean? It's my first Tahr Great One grind, if that's what you mean, but I don't do multiples, so it will be my only Tahr Great One grind. Super high chance of getting good stuff now since 4 rare furs? Oh yeah, as opposed to just having the 2? Having a chance at a piebald and albino in addition to the other ones definitely is nice. I think it's just going to be the 2s up here. Sometimes we get that random 3 or 4 though. Not today. Black buck are top 3 favorite species for you? I still think their horns could be bigger. They're much better since they got true horns than prior. But I feel like they should make their horns a little bit taller. Black buck get quite tall, like many spiral horns. Don't know if that's a phrase that works, but we'll go with it. I think we're good. We can pretty well skip these 3. There's never anything there anymore. What super rare color for tiger do you like? I guess the pseudo mellow white. I'm so saddened by tigers. They're just, you can cheese them so easily, I don't even hunt them. I let them hunt me when I'm going around, but I don't know. Do I want a super rare tiger? Yes, but I wish they didn't drink. What's the best great one to grind? Like the coolest one? I mean, moose is almost guaranteed to result in a really amazing looking great one. Thank you for all your videos and streams. I downloaded Call of the Wild because of you. Nice. I'm glad you found it. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Last time we killed Tahr here at this time of day, so that's concerning. If you use an AR, it makes it unfair. For what? Finally got my diamond tiger after way too long. Didn't cheese it though. I respect it. Hey, Gabriel. Welcome on in. Oh, for the tigers? I don't even know if you need the AR to make it unfair. Hey, JD. Making a banger English muffin sandwich with bacon and cheese. Ooh, can I have one? That's one of the most elite sandwiches of all time. First tiger I shot was the diamond. There you go. Aha. Don't really know where they came from, but... There's a 3, I thought. Am I dumb? I swear I spotted level 3. It must have been the 2. So, like, what does the numbers mean? What numbers? I remember watching your videos back during COVID, and they helped me a lot during the early game. COVID was still that, like, that. I feel like COVID was the tipping point for Call of the Wild, because there was such an influx of new players then, too. A lot of, like, there's a lot more content on the game, but then a lot of people, like, really figured things out. Probably it was only around COVID where we started to have any grasp of zones. The bacon's expired. That's a lot of salt in it. Don't cook it. This is a joke for legal reasons. oh, like too trivial and stuff. It's basically just meant to convey like the difficulty. So the higher the difficulty level, the easier it is to spook the animal, let's say. And also, theoretically, the higher it'll score. There's some... So, like, predator species will go up to 9 legendary. Deer species generally max at 5. A couple of species max at 3, which makes it even more confusing. But basically, you're looking for the max level for any given species. For Tahr, we're trying to get a great one, but beyond that, if we're looking for diamonds, we're looking for level 5s. Later, Sarah. We need a video of you just playing this game and you just talking in an Arthur Morgan impression. I don't know if I could actually do... It'd be fun to try. I don't know how long-term I can do an Arthur Morgan impression. So, like... Oh. Got to be right there. So if we fast travel to this lodge, what do they do? It's too far. I guess I'll go down there and try to see him. Raining right now? We need the rain, I can tell you that much. Read the title wrong? Thought I was tired of grinding? I really haven't... You, sir, are a tar. I haven't done any grinding this week to be tired of it. I'm finding more snow leopards when I'm trying to find tar zones. Friday when we were finding new tar zones, we were tripping over snow leopards. I don't know how many we killed on stream last week. It was nuts. Is it Matthias or Matthias? Probably could be either way. Nonetheless, thank you for subscribing. Did they nerf how far animals render? Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're asking, no. Old Man Flinter video? I brought Old Man Flinter into one random classic video for 2 seconds. Are there Melibear Singo? There are. If it's just that one level 3, I'm not that concerned about it. Kinda looking like that might have been the case. So we'll just keep on scooting in. Don't even get hunted by tigers anymore? I feel like if I'm... Specifically when I hunt Nilgai. That's when all the tigers attack me. This is... I think there is a zone this time of day. Yeah, 4 to 7. Supposedly up there. Wait, what, J-Tech? Some buns. Many buns. I was hunting a female tiger that killed me and ended up stumbling into a diamond male. Well, that's convenient. Where were them screaming? Oh, there they are. All that effort only to spook them and I think find all females anyway. Well, okay then. Man, I hear you. Great One Whitetail Ground on Revan Thule is giving me a headache? Why so? My favorite Great One Whitetail rack? I love the typical rack. They're one of those few where I don't adopt whatever I got is my favorite. I think the typical rack is really cool. There we go. So I've been trying to figure out where on earth this guy lives. It was this guy's track. Hey, another level 1. Alright, what are we naming him? Oh, hope I didn't hit him. That 4 sped up right when I shot. Alright, let's not name him until I confirm I didn't just murder him. I don't know. That hunting pressure looks funny to me. I don't think we killed him. Pop-Tart. I do like Pop-Tart. That's a good one. Traitor. It almost had to be an initial spawn level 1. Like 2,000 kills in and all my zones are shot down to level 1s and I can't find any bigs? I'm assuming you're looking for other zones, right? That's what you mean when you say you can't find any? You shot Tari Broadchar? I don't know what I just said. I may have. I don't know. I think he's okay. I don't see any blood here. Alright, we lucked out on that one. Don't do that again. Flinter Jr. I kind of like Pop-Tart. I think that's my favorite. There's going to be so many of them, I'm not going to be able to keep track of who's who. Hey, Dark Knight. We screwed up a diamond earlier and we just found our third level one. So, we now have P-Tar, Tarl, and Pop-Tart, as we're calling them. We gotta figure something different out here. These ones always spook before we get into the tripod. Oh my. Nobody saw that. That was a disgusting display of shooting. Anybody else home? Who knows? They're probably 3 counties over. Still no great one? What's going on, Billy? Of course not. Call him Tart like Bart. Nobody saw what? Exactly. Stormtrooper aim. Hey James, thank you for subscribing. Got Andy coming in with the 8 months as well. Welcome back. I don't even remember. I think the renewing membership alerts show up. Yeah. Appreciate you, Andy. Good to see you once again. Hope you're doing well. When a magician finishes a trick, Tahr! Sounds like, why can't I think of what that reminded me of? It's sort of like Scooby in a way, but not quite. Use waterfowl blinds. For some spots they're useful. I kind of need, if you're talking about for that last place, I kind of need the elevation, I think. What a lovely combination of creatures this is. There's so many I can hardly find. There's so many sheep. Holy. Or woolly, you might say. 12, Soup. 12. What's your advice for Great One Fallow? It's my first Great One grind, so I'm trying to get as many tips as possible. They pretty much... So I would grind Tailroa for sure. They pretty much only exist on, like, the east and southeast sides of the map. I would probably... either, like, try to shoot down, meaning, like, get as many level 2s and stuff in the... like, the lighthouse area as possible, or just ignore it entirely and only focus on, like, the top right lake and chunks of the river. But, you know, that's up to you. Best advice, my Great One Moose. With my Moose, I was grinding a pretty significant portion of Medved, and it just wasn't working. So, I stopped grinding all but I think 6 or 8 zones. I found the ones that like most consistently gave me respawns, and I only started grinding those. 100 kills later, maybe not even, I got my Great One. Largely that was, you know, coincidence, I'd imagine, but maybe that helped a little bit. It's too darn bad. Maybe that's the title for Friday. Can I just, you know what? I think this is a bad place to reset the time for our grinds, considering this is going to happen like 80% of the time. Let's go from here. How many kills do I got my first fallow Great One? 6,139, as I recall. How's the day treating you? Mine's being absurdly hot out. Not too bad. It's better in here now that I've got the door shut and the AC running. So, have gotten over that part. Spent like 4 hours recording a classic video earlier. I'm hoping that's going to turn out decent. I think it did. And now we're shooting all kinds of tar. Too hot to shoot your bow? I think I'm going to try to shoot tonight. I'm probably going to end the stream at 6, so it'll only be a 3-hour stream tonight. But I got to definitely water the garden because I don't trust it to rain tomorrow. It's getting a little thirsty out there. And then I'd really like to shoot. It's been a couple days again. I just look up and I haven't shot for 3 days. After finally getting a diamond yak last night, hopefully I can get an albino. I'm still hoping, like, When I'm in multiplayer looking for diamond snow leopards and stuff, I check a lot of yak lakes just hoping to find an albino. It shouldn't be too bad by like 8 o'clock, I would think, J-Tech. Where can I find fallow in Hirschfeld? I know for sure they drink in, I think it's called Schoenfeld. I might be wrong about that. But Petershine area for sure. And in Rathenfeld, fallow drink from 10 to 1300. So you go during that time frame and run around the lakes and little rivers and stuff, you should be fine. Feeling like something might happen today? I surely hope so. I feel like with these added zones that we found on Friday, we're doing a little bit better consistency-wise, so that's definitely a plus. Alright, we got 2 this time. I really had to make sure I was looking at the right one there. On which Tahr generation are we now? 3? 2, unless you're counting a new level 1 as a new Tahr generation, in which case it would be like, I don't know, 5. Got a bass tournament tonight. Should I target smallies or largies? I don't know enough about how bass tournaments work. Is it all weight based? And is it like aggregate weight? Or, for instance, can you only have like your 4 biggest entries? Because I would say largemouth unless it's aggregate, maybe smallies. I had a good time fishing for smallies yesterday though. It's probably that too, which is why I'm not worrying about it too much. Oh, it's not. Okay. Best 5? I'd probably go for largemouth then. Hey, Daniel. Smallies this time of year? Depends on what kind of body of water you're fishing in, but I think you could do alright with largemouth. Just need a leucistic yak now. I have a gold level 8 and an albino level 7. Dang, nice. Have you ever shot a buck in real life? I think I've shot 9. I believe that's my count. How many great ones do you have? I have 5. I have 1 of everything except for Tahr. How low was the river? It wasn't bad. There were points where, like, to cross, I had to, like, pinch the top of my hip waders to keep them from becoming, like, bowls for the water to run down in. And in doing so, my hands were in the water. So they were, you know, it was an inch or 2 from spilling down inside my hip waders. Biggest one? He was 180 and 6/8 gross non-typical. Smallies in deep water is always good when it's hot. Yet, yesterday, I mean, in the river too, like, you know, river water versus, say, in a pond or a lake or whatever is going to be a little bit cooler. They were still really cautious in hitting. A nice, deep, shady spots where we finally had good success. When it's this hot, I don't wear waders. I think my biggest concern, because I had like my camera gear and stuff. I had a GoPro on my chest filming it. At least with the hip waders, I might be able to keep stuff in my pockets a little more safe if I were to fall in. Why does every mountain have to be so steep on this map? I mean, they feel like realistic mountains to me. I think they did a good job with that, but there are parts of it that are tough to navigate. Just got my first time into raccoon dog. Nice, that's a rare one. A lot of people struggle to get them. Hey, Honor, thank you for becoming a Shoesty. Welcome on in. For whatever reason, the new Shoesty alerts still don't like to work, but I appreciate you nonetheless. And if you aren't already in the Discord, join that as well. Link up your YouTube, get the member role, and enjoy the sub badges and emotes. Look at that. Fancy custom Discord link. I finally set it up 12 years later. I like it. Why does my foot get stuck on every rock? In this reality, we're all short, okay? We're all 4'2". They ever gonna fix the glitch with the 16 gauge hammer? I thought they did. Is it still screwed up? Waders equal way too warm? I was sweating so bad yesterday. I don't disagree at all. I need to get chest waders, but every time I think about it, I'm like, I don't fish enough. I'll just do what we're talking about and not wear any kind of waders. And then, you know, inevitably I need them at some point. 2'1". I can't dispute it. Oh. I might not beat the accusations that I'm blind either after that. Think we can get him? We're surely gonna try. Did we hit him? I wanted to time that just as he stood up. We're gonna have to run over there just in case. There's also that Jurassic Park survival game. Ooh, I don't think I knew about that. Well, I can't wait. Just wear waders in the summer. Those waders are gonna smell horrific by the end of the summer. He either already made it through, or I kind of think that's the only option, actually. I think we must have missed. We'll check just in case. So you like the map? Very much so. Were orange water buffalo always rare? Now, for quite a few years, they were just kind of an uncommon. I actually don't even know when they made them rare. No, we did hit them. Dinosaur games have gotten kind of meh, so I'm definitely excited for some new ones. I just want basically new Primal. That's all I want. Gonna get back to work, catch you later. Sounds good, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. What have I missed? Just flew 90 home from work to catch the rest of the stream. I don't know why, but I was reading that as like flew in an airplane. I was very confused. So far we've had another level 1 show up. His name is Pop-Tart. And we've also screwed up a pretty decent diamond. 105.9 I think he would have been, our second biggest. Shot him right in the spinal cord. At least it wasn't the 300 this time. Hey, Dove. I appreciate that, thank you. Have you played any Lego games? I had, what the heck were those things called? Lego City or something? I had like the second one of those. And Lego Star Wars. We played an absurd amount of Lego Star Wars. We? Nah, you were here. You were a part of it. Which weapon pack is the 44 lever action? The Ambusher pack. Lego Indiana Jones. Ooh, I might have had that too now that you say it. Or maybe my cousin had it and I just played his. I feel like I can't picture the cover art or anything, so it must have been my cousin's game that I played. Lego Batman on the Wii? Don't think I had that. So there were more Lego games than I'm aware of, now that you guys are saying all this. Lego Star Wars on Nintendo DS? We had it for... I think we had it for the Wii. My cousin's was like a PS3 one. That's where we got introduced to it. Because we didn't really watch Star Wars. Actually, I've only ever seen one of the Star Wars, and frankly, I couldn't tell you which number it was. So it wasn't something we really cared about, but for some reason, the Lego game we just thought was the greatest. Didn't play any of those poor childhood, I suppose? Yeah, you just shot birds and stuff. Ow! Rude. You got disoriented after that, jeez. Oh. Alright. In this case, we don't need the other tripod, but good to know they still use that area. The odds, yeah. Didn't get behind the hill. The odds that we would have hit that. Were you fly fishing for smallies? Yeah, with streamers. First time I ever did that. So, the first fish I caught, I don't know, we were maybe out for 3 hours. The first fish I caught was probably at the 2 hour and 40 minute mark. Something like that. I think I was able to work the streamers decently well. But casting I was having a real hard time with, because casting a streamer is almost like everything you've learned about casting a dry fly or even a nymph, you gotta do it completely differently. And just muscle memory, like every time I would do it, I'm like, I understand that I'm doing it wrong, but I'm still doing it wrong. So Beeg was trying to like show me how to cast properly, and I cast and didn't quite get where I wanted. And he said like, take a couple steps down this way and try casting up there. And right as he's saying that, literally just a pretty nice smallie took it just on the drift. So I caught that one and one more after that. But I still haven't gotten very good at casting it. Did you try... Wait, what? A closer? I don't know what that is. Gotta finish packing, some of my stuff barely fits. What? How long till you guys have to be on the plane? Because 9-hour flight plus layover, it's gotta be soonish. Should I grind for a second Great One Bear, a fourth Great One Fallow, my first Moose, or my first Tahr? I would do one of the first if it was me personally. Did we go everywhere already? I don't think we went here, but frankly I can't remember anymore. Severe overthinker? Oh, 100%. Had the OG Lego Island? Lego Island was it? With the pizza delivery guy? Yeah! It wasn't Lego City, it was Lego Island. My computer didn't run it right, though. Because we could do, like, the first, I don't know, mission thing or whatever. And then it would just crash eventually. A clothes are minnow. Oh, I don't think so. If I have tried it, I didn't know I did. Is there bullet drop in this game? There is. It's an easy way to find the tigers when they go aggressive. I just stop. I stop moving completely and I really listen in for the footsteps. If you sit still for a minute, typically you can hear them. Can you shoot through this? I actually don't know. I'd rather not find out that you can't. I had a fallow zone only producing level 2s and I shot one. Was that the wrong decision? It depends. You know, it's not going to ruin your grind by any stretch. I've done that with a couple of my Tahr zones. Like, if it's a good zone, yeah, you can shoot them and see what happens. You cannot shoot that. Alright. Well, good thing I didn't try. Hello. Nice of you to join. Nobody up there. Gonna hunt me, pal? You're the prey? Wait, what? Multitasking and watching you and someone playing the college football game looks amazing. I swear I'm gonna end up getting that thing. I'll tell you what, if EA sends me a free code, I'll play the game. What's the best reserve for a new player? I mean, I would say Layton is a fantastic option because Layton, its missions and its dialogue and stuff are designed to help to teach you the game. That's where I would go first. Oh, the tigers. Sense make. Alright. These guys up here are kind of confusing me. There's a decent bunny. Because they've been right there. Are they down here again? No. Intriguing. Hey, Fies. Plus, I'll be able to play Wade Hunter and Ultimate Hunting. Nice. Oh. They're back here somewhere. I have one idea to maybe just learn where they're at. No fleeing call, no movement. Well, minus that. Alright, well, we'll get them next time. This video is sponsored by EA Sports. It's in the game. Playing Classic right now. Nice. I've been hitting Classic really hard. I'm almost to the point that I have 1,000 kills with Knocked Up's bow. Once I get to that, I only have 2 non-crossbow pistols left to have 1,000 with. Hey! Another 5. Good things are happening. Many 5s is a plus. I don't know what in the world is happening here with like multiple zones worth of Tahr. I think there were 2 different ones here. I don't think we're going to track that. I think we'll just come back here and see if he's here again. Tracking that seems like a silly idea. Big mail. I want to play it, but I feel like it'll consume me. That's exactly why I don't think I should buy it. Worth a Tahrd? Eh, it ain't worth a Tahrd. Got 35 kills total. I just downloaded. What do you think so far? The impression I get is pretty much everybody who, you know, even here in 2024 is just trying it out really likes it. What I miss? We've screwed up 1 diamond. We just had another level 5 show up, so hopefully he's going to make it, but he's spooked. I think we're just going to basically reset the time here and try this spot again. See if he shows up. How many kills? 3,200 or thereabouts. Do you have any new map ideas? I still think Greenland would be fantastic. Obviously, Africa 2.0. That's got potential. You could do like a Fognak Island, but that'd be limited. That was lucky. Has anyone pinpointed the tiger home ranges? I don't know if you can completely pinpoint them, to be fair. The game would be a lot better to start now with all the information compared to the beginning. I felt like I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. What, for Classic? If assuming you're talking about that, not the college game, which I'm assuming you are. Yeah, starting off now with like the guides and there's like different tools for like what missions to do so you can earn GM and earn stuff. I mean, the amount of money I spent as a kid on Classic. Don't regret it in the slightest, but you can earn stuff now. You just couldn't even do that when you and I started. The stream keeps freezing. We're good on this end. Will you do a Tahr guide? We'll see. If I feel like I really haven't figured it out, I probably will. I don't know. I don't feel like I have it figured out. I just feel like I sort of do things and hope for the best right now. Really enjoyed the game, even struggling? Same here. The magic of Classic was the unknown. So even though struggling might not have been fun in the moment, it's the same with Call of the Wild. I look back fondly upon the memories of, like, not knowing what I was doing. Alright. Gonna try that spot where that 5 was. I'd like to get him. If we don't, we'll eventually find him. Want a desert map? Canyon, sand dunes, stuff like that? More desert than Rancho? I could get behind that. Would it have coos deer? Okay. So it should be here. As soon as we fast travel, we're just going to hit the deck. Doing fine without lag. It could be like a YouTube thing. Shot a biggish muley. Nice. I hear footsteps.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
Worst part about most things is that you can't do it for the first time twice. That's a pretty good point. They need to fix the whitetail racks and make them look like whitetail racks? That'd be a genius idea. While they're at it, make whitetail faces look like whitetail faces. It bothers me, like, when I play Classic, I look at them. I look at the whitetail models, I'm like, there's aspects of this, like the slenderness of the face and stuff is more accurate in Classic than Call of the Wild. The Call of the Wild fur and stuff for whitetail is certainly better, but it annoys me when I look at a Call of the Wild whitetail and, like, their faces are still too fat. Didn't mean to hit that. Hey, he's right there. I got vitals this time. You guys proud of me? I did it. It was a 176. Not too bad. What's up, Archie? Elmer Fudd, is that you? Wish I could think of any random funny quote he has. Watch this troll. Hey, not bad. 105.04. Almost the same as the one we messed up. Blasted through that one. I don't know, maybe our fourth biggest as a low 105? I feel like all of our Diamond Tahr are 104s. Alright, well, 2 5s that didn't troll us today is kind of a surprise. Kill count, 3,200 and change. Big mail. Call the Wild Whitetail have been given that extra corn calorie. Yeah, they've been real well fed on Leighton is what's going on. Alright, now we're going to go to the proper time we're supposed to be at. What guns, why I say it like that? What gun should I get? What gun should I aim to get first rifle-wise? Which game are we talking about? What's the biggest thing you got out of this grind? Biggest diamond's a 106 point something. We have a dark brown. One of the rare fur types that scored 100, which is, you know, just one shy of being a diamond. Fortunately, he was a level 4 and not a super troll. Hey, Mr. Tiggler. Why are kangaroo vitals so hard to hit? It's just a funny, like, hitbox. Their kangaroo aren't really shaped like anything else in the game. Terrell Davis just got kicked off a plane? The former Broncos running back? Or am I thinking... That's his name, at least. Tahr Mater. I think I'm a cutoff guy if I can choose it, bottom boy. T-Rex deer. Best map for beginners? I'd say Leighton Lakes. It's funny we just got that 5, because actually it was here where we screwed up the first one today. Call the Wild Whitetail or soybean boys. The Terminator. What in tarnation? Alright, let's take a peek here. There's a big 4 and a 3. I think I saw another one on the right, but I think those two are acceptable options. May well have been a female anyway. Do you think every animal will eventually get a rework / remaster, or will they just make a new game? I don't know that every animal in the game needs one, if that makes sense. Like, look at it this way. I'd say stuff at least since Reventuli's been good. So, like, for instance, you know, all the birds on Reventuli, raccoon dog, stuff like that, I don't think they need it. So maybe they could slowly work through all the old ones. A new game also makes sense at that point. I don't know what the best option is, you know, when you get to that many animals. Don't really need this here, so just gotta take that down. Ham Bam, thank you for subscribing. 2 more dead Tahrs. Donald Tarp. What's diamond for access? 217 point something? I don't know the exact number. Reventuli is the best map easily for me. I really do like Reventuli. I think, from a content perspective, it's hard to be like, God, giant diamond hazel grouse. Like, I don't think anybody sees that and is as impressed by, I don't know, giant diamond barrasinga, for instance. So I don't do a lot of content on Reventuli, but I really like hunting there. I think it's the later window where we typically have the ones right by us, so we'll just scoot. Tahr Biden. What rifle would you recommend for moose? If you have access to the 300 AR, that'd be my choice. Post my kills on the Discord. Sounds good. I'll check them out after the stream. There we are. Might take a minute, but there should be some. Hello. Hey, another 5. That's a guaranteed troll, but things are happening here. And a big 4. No. Where are you going? I was gonna shoot you as soon as you got up from behind the rock, but okay. Would have been real convenient if we could spot the 4 again. There's that 2. I don't know where he went. I gotta think it's spooked, but I don't know. Big troll. Imagine that one was a rare. I don't think it was, but I didn't look that close. 325 harvest, 2 diamond, 43 gold, 137 silver, 80 bronze. That's on the profile I had since 2018. Hey, everybody has a, you know, got to start somewhere with it. Rev is for the veteran players? Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. A lot of tough shots to make on hazel grouse and things that you have to shoot. Well, hazel grouse don't, but the ptarmigan and stuff you gotta basically shoot out of the air. Looked albino? Oh no! Great things are happening? Yeah, you might say. What is your dream trophy in Call of the Wild? I mean, obviously right now Great One Tahr is the primary focus, but dream trophy with these new models and stuff. I answered this earlier, and I'm probably gonna change my answer now. Like, what are cool multi-mount things? I mean, I want a melanistic diamond whitetail, but we were just talking about the whitetail models and racks. They don't look so good to me that I'd be like, that's definitely my choice. Leucistic diamond snow leopard would be awesome. Yeah, I'll go with the snow leopard. Ptarmigan. Hey, thanks, Sarah. My stats say I have 13 diamonds, but I counted 15 in my lodge. Why isn't it counting? Is there any chance that some are mission diamonds? Those will not count. It's also possible that, like, if you shoot a diamond and immediately go back to the lodge, maybe it's not counting. That was an issue with the Great One counter, and it may still be, I don't know. But the reason that I know for sure that it was, I like to tell this story. Kyla doesn't like when I tell this story. When I killed my Great One bear, I was just so darn excited. I hadn't killed a Great One minus my fallow in years. I finally got the bear out of the way after so long grinding, and I'm just like, I had been, I think I'd recorded an entire video, and all I was trying to do was get like a diamond or something for the end of the video to be like, alright, hey, we're making progress. Boom, Great One shows up. So I'm like, in the process of trying to tell that story, like, I was actually just recording, but now that video's not going to exist. And Kyla's like, over there, snapping her fingers, waving at me, like, handing me this piece of paper. I'm like, oh my god, what? Did I screw it up and I didn't even realize it? What's happening? And she goes, if you go right back to the lodge, it's not going to count for your counter. Meanwhile, it says 23. It's completely screwed up anyway, so I didn't care. The heart attack that I was feeling in that moment, it was unfair. It's snowing? Yeah, we're beating the heat. Imagine that. Got trolled on a level 3 mellow whitetail. I still maintain super trolls should not exist. Yeah, that must be Dustin. Level 5, number 3. 95.54 is rough, but we take 5 so ever we can get them, and then we shot him from here, so we should be good. Scoot out of here. Hey, Flips. Haven't been in a blizzard in Himalayan forever. I've still only been part of like the one major blizzard, and I think I'm gonna make like a short or something on it. I did record it. It's one of my favorite, like, say non-animal things that I've ever had happen in Call of the Wild. It felt so authentic. Got a 241 bear stinger, not bad. You like Peyton Manning? Do you like Omaha? What is your favorite map on the angler? Oh, certainly Golden Ridge Reserve. Just the amount of fish species, and frankly, like, not only are they fish species that I'm familiar with, they're also ones I like fishing for, like all the different trout species, the different species of bass, crappie, that kind of thing. That's just what, you know, I know from real life anyway, so it works. Oh, hi, I forgot about that. I do that too. Is the albino bobwhite quail the rarest rare in the game? Probably. I can't think of anything that may have surpassed it. Nobody home here. Got a 183 mule deer. Moving on up. Hey, Jace. Just got level 60. Nice, man. There's a blizzard that if you do the missions. I think you're correct. I did see you could. What happened to him? Does anybody have like the actual information? All I saw was that he passed away. It was like he's 40. What the heck? That was really sad to hear. I know He played for a bunch of different teams. He was a Steeler for a little while. He had that epic moment running down the sideline with Mike Tomlin on the field. He had the Super Bowl return. He's like a part of some of the most iconic plays in NFL history. What, Mel? Oh, where is Mel to tell us? Mel, is there a blizzard in the missions? Got trolled by a level 5 albino Barasinga. That should just be illegal. What is that, bottom boy? That's a decent Tahr. That wasn't a baby too, but they were sitting in a weird place. Oh, that was the how he died thing. I get it. Haven't seen how he passed. Don't think family released a statement on that. Yeah, I hadn't seen any information on it. Oh, that was for the rarest rare in the game. I thought that was about the blizzard. Are we at Dairy Queen right now? Show your skills and perks at the end of this run, I can. We'll try to keep moving here for the time being. Nothing here at all this time of day. That's kind of weird. Nope. That explains that. Just the army of twos. Alright, in that case, we can just jump up here, make sure there's nothing, and then go to our new spots again. The worst thing that's happened to you in Call of the Wild? I don't know. I can't think of anything truly scarring. I had a Super Troll Grados Ibex, but I didn't even shoot it because I saw it and I knew it was a Super Troll, so I just let G-Man shoot it. I don't know if that counts, but I guess that would qualify. Do you think they're gonna fix tigers or at least fix tents? I imagine they'll do something, yeah. The Troll Snow Leopard, yeah, definitely recently that's the most painful Call of the Wild moment. Cause like, I can't think of another time that I've had that happen actually. Maybe with Red Fox, there was a point where Red Fox were the only diamond I didn't have in the game and we found a 9 and it trolled. But I think what makes the Snow Leopard different is, you know, at the time that we didn't have any diamond Red Fox weren't a new species. You know, they had been in the game for years. Snow Leopard being new and being so elusive and finally finding a 9 only to troll, that was pain. I don't know what's what here. I was gonna say, they were up there before. Considering that's probably as good as we could have done. Your streams are the only streams I watch. Well, I appreciate you jumping in, man, and I appreciate you hanging out as well. Will you ever grind to get duplicate great ones? No, the only thing that I might do is, like, either, I don't know if it's going to be whitetail, probably won't be moose. I'd say whitetail or fallow. For the latent trophy cabinet at some point, I do want to try to get a great one for the center of that lodge. When we do that, I don't know. It might end up being like next January, like it's way down the line. I want to get, because what are we missing? Roe deer, wild boar, and we got a diamond fallow, right? There's still one other one. Oh, coyote. So I want to get those 3 diamonds or rares in that lodge before the end of the year. But as far as the great one thing for the center, that can be further down the line. The Snow Leopard must have thought he was on Emerald Coast. He thought he was a rooster deer. When do you think the next classic stream is going to be? Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, over on Twitch. Probably going to be Timbergold Trails again, if I had to guess. I am a little unsure as to what's happening here. Is this... Yeah, they're coming from over there. That's the same herd. That's actually useful. Because now knowing that, if we have some males get away, we can maybe bounce over here and kill them just as they pass through. So there might still be then Some kind of other ones feeding here? Suitor patrol. Just jinxed myself? Uh-oh. Oh, I see why. I consider myself very lucky because I've never been trolled. The first 9 Roo I saw made it, and the other animals that troll so far haven't yet. You may have jinxed yourself, to be fair, but I also think you're correct in your assessment. You've generally been lucky. Nothing to, you know, be upset about. When are you doing another Call the Angler stream? I would imagine Friday. We'll see. Probably once Kyla gets back. So, like, as opposed to, let's say, spending 3 or 4 hours every night grinding Tahr like I typically do, since Kyla's been away, I've been prepping content for this coming November. I'm going to take, it's looking like maybe more like a week and a half off, just based on how many videos I've got ready and stuff. I'm going to take some time just to archery hunt. Try to fill my PA buck tag. We're getting married this December. It's like in the second week of rifle season, so I'll have a little bit less time to do that. So if I take some time off, maybe I can get my buck tag filled and have that done. Anyway, that's what I've been doing as opposed to like Tahr grinding in the evenings. So Kyla will be back tomorrow night. I think since I won't be prepping anymore, I'll probably just be grinding Tahr. I won't need to do like the entirety of 3, 4, whatever hour streams just grinding Tahr, so we should be able to bring the angler back. It's the first time I've crawled in here minus when the 5 was around. And there's nothing here. There's a track there. Worst run trolls I had was the wild yak shot 8 trolls before a diamond. That still blows my mind. I mean, I killed a bunch. Maybe 4 or 5 trolls at one point in a row, but 8 is so many. And 1 random female anyway. Alright. I guess this time of day is not as good for theirs, so we go here. And then we should be good to rest again. Gonna be a good fall. I'm excited, man. This will be the first time that I'll have a week plus of just hunting in Pennsylvania in years. I mean, maybe ever. Now that I really think about it. It's a nice 4. There we go. Derrick, thank you for subscribing. But yeah, I've done it with West Virginia twice. I've done it with Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, like taking a few days off to hunt or a week off to hunt. Doing it at home here I think will be interesting. I think it's going to be more content than normal though. Because when I get home, let's say I get home at 8 o'clock and I want to go to bed at 10, I'll probably fire up a stream for an hour or two and tell some hunting stories or whatever if there's the time. Might not be every night, but I think I should be able to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and rest. Why can you shoot again after you shot? Because your gun or you upgraded your skill? Probably a little bit of both. I'll actually show my skills and perks so you can see that now too. The 300 AR though is semi-automatic, so if that's what you're referring to, that would be part of it. I'm pretty sure the game glitched and I have an extra skill point again. When you reset your skills and perks, sometimes that happens. That says 23. That looks right. Maybe I set up my perks differently, or skills differently than I typically do. I don't know. Anyway, there's those. There's perks if you want to screenshot anything. Have you got an albino Tahr? I've got an albino female for multiplayer and 1 albino male from this grind. Alright, we menu. Bedtime stories. You know what I thought about doing is getting like a PNG fire to put like right here. Like on the bottom center of the screen and do like a campfire thing for hunting stories. I think that'd be fun. Why do animals just stand still? It's just a bug. Game lag a little bit there. Since we're here, just make sure. That's a rock. I got a rock. Okay. To our normal spots. Old man Flinter story? Yeah, I could tell all my hunting stories in the old man voice. I was out there, braving the elements, and along came the biggest buck I've ever seen. How many snow leopards on the map? I don't think that's known information. How much longer are you streaming for? Close to an hour. Whatever, because it's 1800 now. I'll probably do a full run through back to 1800 again yet. It might take over an hour. I'm actually, since the new spots have been added, I don't know how long it takes to do these. NFL or basketball? For me, definitely NFL. NFL, what, the first game's gonna be like 3 weeks for first preseason game, the Hall of Fame game. I'm excited. Gonna have, what did he say? Black and gold, here we go. Russell Wilson saying that after every interview, I can't wait. How'd you get the name Flinter? To make a very long story short, I really liked Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2009, and I really liked the main character, the playable character. His name was Flint Abrams. So, after having played through the game multiple times, needing a new game, I kind of knew about the Hunter Classic, went to make an account, and you know, as I said, thought Flint Abrams was really cool, so I was like, I'll be Flint Abrams in Classic. So somebody beat me to that, and just regular Flint was taken. So, for some reason I made it Flinter. Not me having to sit on my suitcase for everything to fit. Better than having to ask the hotel room for a vacuum like we did. I gotta plug my headset in, that's why I'm sitting still. Unfortunately, partially for electricity bill reasons, but also just because it gets so hot in here, I shut my PC down every night, and my headset doesn't charge overnight anymore. I can't remember if they're typically down here this time of day or not. Still streaming indeed, Lucas. Now we're 2 hours and 17 minutes in. We've only done like 2 full runs, or have we done 3? We have done 3. That explains it. What's it like being a YouTuber? I'd say in a lot of ways it's exactly what you think. In a lot of ways it's not at all what you think. The amount of time you spend editing and like making thumbnails, like I can't tell you. This will take longer than I want it to, but the amount of effort that goes into making like every cutout I have of things like, you know, Piebald Black Buck from recently, etc. Like the amount of time just sitting there slowly cutting out that for every thumbnail, like that's the stuff you maybe don't consider when you decide to become a YouTuber. But making compelling thumbnails is a huge part of it. How late I am. No worries, man. You don't even have to be sorry about it. Anyway. It should be a 3. We kill that. What's your favorite great one in the game design-wise? Moose, bar none. I love not only the design of the moose, but like the naming concepts. So like so many tree ideas. I love that. Oops, not what I wanted. Hey James, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Wait, is that a question if I've gotten a diamond yet? Who the heck are you? You're not supposed to be over there. I thought there might be a male. That was some elite shooting. What kind of... I don't know if that helped him avoid the shot, but climbing that rock didn't help anything. We got him. Can we see your playstats? Like... that or... that? All-terrain vehicle. That's an ATV right there, an all-terrain vehicle. How would you feel about an update to the guns in the game getting a buff or nerfs instead of getting a new weapon pack? If it was a true difference-making buff or nerf, I could get behind it. What I mean is, we were kind of led to believe the change of the 45 ballistics was going to be massive. And they're largely the same as they were. There is some difference, but it's not a... it doesn't change anything about, like, you know, the meta with the game or anything. Yeah, there's stuff that could use a massive change, though. I think that'd be good. I don't even know what Tahr that was down there, but... might have to go and explore that one of these days. Hey, Tina. 6.5 and 270 and above. I do agree with that. 1,500 diamonds is crazy. To be fair, it's technically only 1,200. The counter is wrong, but I'm sure 1,200 is also considered crazy. Where the heck did this guy end up? He must have slid down the hill. Is there any female animals that have score in Classic? Feral hogs, predator species, of course. What else? Reindeer. That's most of them. Rabbits and stuff that are scored by weight. Bears. Well, that's a predator, though. Truck says 109. Sheesh. Nice and cool outside, then. What are the rares for blue sheep? Albino, leucistic, melanistic, I believe. Got everything up here. Let's try this. I don't think they're here this time of day. Is red brown tar rare? That's the only common fur. Hey, Ribbit. The Argoscope honor? I like it a lot. It's good for, like, if you do much long range shooting, having that additional zoom really does help. What we're using right now is just the Hyperion, like the cheaper one. Mostly because when you're grinding, you deal with a lot of animals that are fleeing, and less zoom means a wider field of view, so I can more easily get the target, you know, acquired. Target acquisition's an easier thing there, so depending on your hunting style, it can be really nice. Some pecan swirl. Wait, what? I don't understand the reference. What all has happened this stream? I think we've had 3 level 5s, 2 that have made it, 1 that trolled, and 1 that I screwed up. So we have a oofed diamond, a real diamond, and a troll. And another level 1 has spawned, who we've named Pop-Tart. Ironically enough, we haven't seen him since he first showed up, so I don't know where he went. I thought I hit him by accident, but I don't think I did. Hey, VK. Is the Great Fur type for Iberian Mouflon rare? Actually, it might be now. Does anybody know? It used to be uncommon, but I don't hunt Quattro enough to actually know the answer now. Just females down here. You think it is now? I'm thinking it is too. It's been so long since I've seen one. Gray is rare. Nice. I like that. I feel like it should be. I always thought the Gray Mouflon looked fantastic. No worries, Honor. How's Tahr grinding going? It's actually going decently well today. 3 level 5s in, whatever, 2.5 hours. And considering we have some new spots, like, there's some Tahr that are getting away, there's some that we're still trying to figure out how to get to properly and all that, so I would definitely take that. Is orange water buffalo rare? It is. I have 1 female one and she looks like an alien. Oh, that's a thick 2. 2 thick 2s? Well, I guess we'll pick the one with the better estimate. Basically the same anyway. They crossed, that wasn't fair. Thought on the 4th of July they would add a new Fable variation stars and stripes fur. I still wish they'd add, they have to do it for every country, so I see why they don't, but in Classic, there's a American flag, like do-rag thing, which past 4th of July is when I've done a Classic video on the 4th. I'll wear that. I want something like that in Call of the Wild, too. If you put pecan swirls on the dash when it's blazing hot, they're great, makes them nice and soft. So, like, I guess, would you ideally microwave them if you didn't have such an opportunity? Is a bright rare for Caper Kaylee? No. I don't know if it's common or uncommon technically, but you see quite a lot of them. I kind of doubt we'll see anything here, because I don't know how many times we just shot, but worth checking real quick. That's kind of what we're after. And she looks like, oh, maybe not. That's that other big two, though, so that's the same herd. Alright. New spots again. Hey, Carl. I would imagine, Isaac, that they should be rare since Reventuli came out. That's when most of that stuff changed. There's some male Tahr. We like this information. Meh. Meh. Dude screamed right as he got shot. I guess he knew what was coming. Microwave's the way to go. I don't know if I honestly can't promise you've ever eaten one. I know what they are, but I definitely don't think I've ever microwaved one. How about the idea of a Call of the Wild tournament? I was this is years ago, but I was approached by somebody in Discord that wanted to run one, and they said they ran like esports stuff. I don't think you can make it fair enough, because A, you've got hackers and stuff, and without any kind of, you know, anti-cheat, I'm not sure how you even police it. And then also B, like, I guess you could make sure everybody uses the same population file or something, but yeah, I'm just not sure how you go about it in any relatively fair way. Alright, well, he's going to feed right there, which is certainly news. Are you bringing any friends with you, or are you a solo? And this was, I think, this is the spot they run to the next zone too. So I think what we'll do then, just make sure we spook everything. And if they show up here, that's all the better. 24 scoring pheasant, that ain't bad. If you get like a 27 or 28, that's a real monster. Is Pop-Tart here? I don't see him. How's he going to show up once and then disappear forever? I hear something. Oh. Maybe he is here. I almost guarantee it's not 2 female Tahr. There's got to be more there than that. I guess we'll just run at him and see what comes out of there. Where's the fun in hacking this game? I don't know, but I think if you added tournaments and stuff, especially if there was any legit prize, you would only see the amount of hacking go up. There's like 6 female Tahr in here, but still don't see Pop-Tart. It's kind of weird. Don't know where he could have gone. He was here one time. They should add like completionist camos. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea, even. Okay, this I don't like. Maybe we're fine. Because I was kind of getting concerned that maybe nothing was respawning here or their zone had moved. I think they're just in a weird spot this time. Hello down there? Oh. Kind of does appear to be a solo, though, which is strange. Thought I was shooting big muley, so someone on the Discord told me over 200 is big. They get to 245-ish. In my last classic video, like within the first minute, I spot a really big one. If you watch that and want to see what a big one looks like a monster, I should say, not a big one. You would probably want to do the highest scoring golds, not diamonds. The hackers' cheats would only give them diamond. I assume, though, they could figure out how to spawn in, like, you know, 0.01 below diamond kind of stuff. It's a female Tahr, so there could have been others up there. I don't see any. Kind of had to make that decision fast. Give the OGs something more to do. I think anything like that, like cosmetics that are achievement based, camos that are achievement based, maybe could we have a playable Colton Lock character, things like that. What's the max score for moose? I have a 300, but I don't know if that's considered big. I don't think they go much above like 301, 302. There was a creator doing tourneys through Discord, and their moderating was the trust system, so I never joined. I get, you know, I think tourneys and stuff are a really cool idea. Jaxy's been running the King of the Kill thing for 6 years-ish. And we have a King of the Kill Classic one as well. But, yeah, like, moderating hacks and stuff, I just don't know how you do it. Like, in Classic, to a degree, you can. You can go and look at people's hunt history. You know, it's right there on the site. You can't hide it. And you can determine, like, oh, that guy killed 15 animals at 1 meter. That doesn't sound right. There was actually a guy... So, when we did the Summer Fiesta thing, I think... Was it just last summer? I guess it was. Like, where, you know, a bunch of creators have, like, special weapons in Classic now. There was a competition that ran alongside it, and I think it was for TK's competition. I was winning almost the entire time. A bunch of animals just fell through the sky there. That was interesting. But, this kid messaged me in Discord. He said, hey, I'm right behind you. I'm in second place now. And I went and looked, and all of his kills were like 1 meter away. It's like, you shouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have looked at your stats, but now I know you're cheating. That dude, oh my, yeah, we called him out. And what was he saying? He had a hilarious reasoning for how he got 1 meter away for everything. It was something to the effect of just like, you just gotta be good at the game, man. Max score for Pronghorn, 104.6. They have a specific max, I believe. Tree stands are the meta, right, yeah. You're shooting him with guns, too. And the reason that's significant is the amount of animals he was killing in a short period of time, it wouldn't be feasible to do that with guns, because everything else would spook. I figured there had to be one in there somewhere. Indeed. Call the Water Classic? What I always say is, if you said I can only play one forever, and the other one disappears, I'd actually keep Classic, because the random spawns every hunt ensures a unique experience. Hey, Jameson. Anything good today? 1 diamond, 1 screwed up diamond, 1 troll. No rares, but 3 5s in 1 stream is probably our record for Tahr. Today I spawned a Great One Black Bear after only 20 kills. That's my shortest grind. I'm glad I didn't need to wait 6.2k kills like my Great One Tahr. Were you the one that went over 6,000 like, and it was early, right? You had 6,000 like pretty quick. I'm glad your bear kind of maybe made up for the longer Tahr grind. So tired of waiting for bow season, we're getting there. It's coming. I have a lot of stuff to do by then. There's stands we want to do at my parents' property. We need to redo the one food plot yet. And it's the middle of July and most of that hasn't happened. The best DLC in your opinion? Hard to argue against the high caliber pack with the 300 AR. Tree stands and tripods is very useful. If you want to go maps, I mean, Sooner Baton is fantastic. Wouldn't random spawns also apply to Call of the Wild and not just Classic? So the difference is, well, for one, herd management works, so it's not completely random. But the more important thing is, every single hunt, every animal in Classic is randomized. So like, this, let's say I recorded that video on Classic, right? Last week I killed an albino mule deer and a 238 typical, which is very large for them. As soon as I ended that hunt, those animals were gone forever. And if I were to go and hunt loggers right now, every single animal will be a fresh new spawn. I really like that system. I think random spawns are really important. Like, randomization and stuff is a big deal. Got it about a week ago. I still think I'm thinking of years. Like, in whatever that is, 3 weeks total to get 6,000 kills. That's some serious hours you gotta put in. Flinter be slacking? Wait, why am I slacking? You're probably right, but well, what was the reasoning for it? I guess this is that herd with all 2s. Lion's got the NFC unlocks. I like, for some reason, just memory hold this. But they were some bad decisions away from making the Super Bowl last year. But then you have Spawn Mashers. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't change my experience in Classic. I don't really care if somebody Spawn Mashes. I'd rather them not. But, you know, if it was a big enough issue, you could pretty easily put in some kind of countermeasure to Spawn Mashing. Is there Great One type animals in Classic? No. The biggest of big, you know, high-scoring animals for any one species is more rare than a Great One in Call of the Wild. Like, I legitimately not only hunted whitetail, but hunted whitetail pretty hard for about 10 years until I got my first 200 typical. Yeah, exactly, Andy. So, like, you know, I guess as a comparison, when you main menu in Call of the Wild, the only thing that respawns is things that you've killed. If you were to end the game in Classic and start a new one, every single animal's new. And there's no zones or anything. That's kind of a different element of random, I guess. I like that system too. As a person who plays like 95% multiplayer, this is, yeah, I'm exactly in the same boat. It's a more hunting-like experience. Like, you just never know what's going to be out there. I've phrased it many times, like, you never know what's over the next hill or around the next corner. Like, that drive to keep on looking is there because of the unknown. In single player in Call of the Wild, to a degree, your spawns are known. Like, you know, every blue sheep, I'm not even spotting these blue sheep, right? Because I already have. I know what's there. I haven't killed them because I'm grinding Tahr, but I know what blue sheep are over there. If I go into multiplayer and come running up here, I haven't a clue. So that aspect, hey, another 5. Oh, a guarantee, basically. Now we're talking. 101 to 112. So, 4 level 5s. I can tell you this has not happened the entire time we've been grinding. I like what's happening here. Good things. Big meal. If only Call of the Wild multiplayer was good. You don't like disconnecting every 45 seconds? I kind of think it's fun. Classic didn't let me log into my Steam account on it, and when I tried to make a new account, it didn't let me. It didn't let you log into your Steam account. You should be able to. That's kind of odd. I think 130 should be fine. We shouldn't have to aim too high. Might have shot him in the spinal cord again, honestly, but hopefully not the same fate as the one before. Welcome back, K-Dog. Just killed another level 5. Great One close, maybe. Found a mushroom. Don't eat it. I love not joining any game ever. What video was I making? Oh, it's one of the ones that I prepped for November. I had to go to Rancho, and there was one Rancho multiplayer server open, and I thought, man, this ain't gonna happen. And I connected, and I was like, oh my god. You know, things are working out. I'm prepping this video. Kicked. I was like, I got up, and I went and made dinner, and then I came back to record later. I was so annoyed. I don't even know which is which. This is the 4. So our 5, basically guaranteed, though not completely. Oh, finally a 107. What makes that 107? He doesn't even look notably large to me. Is it the ridges on the antlers? On the horns? They are more notable. Horn length. I guess that would add significant circumference, right? That's got to be the difference. Well, that's another one of those things. We always talk about it with the Great One grinds. We slowly but surely cross off like almost every possible thing you could get before we ever get a Great One. We've had all the rares except for Dark Red, still waiting on that. We've had a 107 plus diamond now. We've had level 1s, minimum weight I killed at one point. He's a 107 because he's awesome? You're right. He's the greatest lad. Big meal. Thanks, Andrew. Like, why make a public server and kick everyone? So, most times you're getting kicked from a multiplayer server, it's not the original host. There are some who, like, don't know how to make friends-only servers and stuff, I assume. But typically what's happening is the original host leaves, somebody gets host, and that's who's kicking everybody out. I've seen that time and again. A 107 because it's a sign. I killed a bunch of max weight diamonds in a row. We haven't had that in a while, but yeah, big males, big fours showing up. These are encouraging signs. Me likey. You're lucky, you. You had that barrel darn near sitting on your back. Put my life on a shelf and try to get the Great One Tahr full time. I didn't think it would take 6,000 kills though. I kind of did that with fallow. We're past the 1 year anniversary of my fallow already, and I had 6,000 kills as well. I'm at like half that with Tahr, and I don't have as many hours. Like, I really hit fallow hard because I knew as easy as fallow were to grind, one would show up if I really went for it. That was a 2? Yeah, but it was a big 2. He was 95 to 117 as opposed to 72 to 95. Will you take the Great One Tahr with the bow? That's my intention anyway. Are cinnamon black bear rare? They are. Probably the best looking rare for black bear. I like the blondes, but I like the old blonde better. It was a little bit blonder. Well, we actually had, when we were finding the new zones, Bryce, on Friday's stream, we actually had a tiger attack us, so it's not too far-fetched. And I don't mean the Pokemon. Forgot you're shooting big 2s? Yeah, I don't really know if it helps or not. If it spawns a small 2, I guess maybe that's useful in that way. Gonna go mow the lawn. Have a great stream. Thank you, man. Hopefully that goes well. Bring yourself a drink if it's any kind of hot there. Favorite gun to use? I do like the 300 AR a lot. The Ganhair is pretty darn cool, though. I've really had a fun time with that. They added rare black bears? Oh, they made those variants for black bears rare a couple of years ago by now, maybe more than a couple. My friends think it's wild that I have 260 hours on my main account and something. Do you like Vronga Savannah? Love it. The lion models are feeling more and more outdated, but as far as the species and the experience hunting the map, I'm a big fan. We'll go here, but I think everything would have spooked by now. Deer steak pizza. Ooh, that sounds fantastic. I'm gonna have a $1 pot pie. Because that's pretty much all I have left in the refrigerator or freezer at this point. What do you like to do in your free time? Just anything outside. We've done our first like real garden this year, so I've been spending a bunch of time anything garden related. Yeah, just stuff like that. Just had tacos. I need deer meat bad. I don't even know if I have any venison in the freezer. I probably do, but we do it in like 2-pound things. So if I were to make 2 pounds of venison by myself, that's all I'm eating for the next 12 days. Although Kylo will be home tomorrow. Alright, I think we go to our new spots again. What state do you live in? Pennsylvania. Should I be shooting a level 5 red deer in the Great One grind? I think. A 20. Hope they do lion reworks and make the AI more aggressive and add pride behavior. Vronga would be, I think, significantly better with just changes to lions like that. If the lions looked, let's just say, as good as the tigers looked, and then had that unique behavior that makes them feel authentic, I think your experience on the map is that much more fun. What weapon should I take my Great One Black Bear with? Let me think. A muzzleloader would be kind of cool, like watching the smoke roll after taking the shot. There's a zone supposedly here. Guess I'll run up there again and see if we see him. 303 British. It's not a bad option either. Hey, Steve. I need to add more tiger multi-mounts, like I'm trying to see 2 tigers go at each other in my launch. Tigers fighting, maybe a tiger carrying like a whole muntjack, but lifting up off the ground as opposed to the Barastinga that is more dragging. That would be really sweet, because they chase him anyway. Maybe tiger and a snow leopard, though there's not much reason, realistically, that they should cross, so that might not work. Whoa. Chaos. Wonder if we ought to have our tent here, then. I'll leave it for now, because that's an all-female zone, but clearly everything, at least this time of day, is up there. Killed a doe with the cleanest bow shot I've got so far. Did you manage to drop it? An all big cat multi-mount would be nice. What would it technically be? Oh, hey, there's that whole stampede of stuff. I'm gonna just get ahead of them and run down into this opening. Tiger water buffalo? That'd be a neat idea. The Tahr in this spot, they kind of confuse me. I don't get that. Woolly hair? Yeah, I don't know. That's where Pop-Tart's supposed to live too. A lion, tiger, and bear multi-mount called Oh My. They should definitely have that. I'm surprised they didn't do that actually. Can't find the muzzleloader. What's the name of it? The caplock is the Hudzik, I think? I don't even know what the inline's called. Back there. That might be why I was struggling to see him. So, probably over the hill already. I guess just for funsies, we'll put another tripod over here. Oh, hello. They're all here. What the heck? That don't make any sense. Did placing that tripod spook them? Can anyone tell me what my first great one should be? I think fallow is the most reasonable first grind to do. Put in tiger, snow leopard, lion, and lion/puma. I think I could approve of such a thing. I hope all that blood's the same Tahr. I wouldn't have wanted to shoot 3 here. The inline is called POS. Huh, wonder what that stands for. Are you gonna do any wedding content? I don't have any plans of doing anything. I mean, we'll probably post something, like photos or whatever at some point. Hey, Johnny. Got kicked from the server I was on before I could claim a 330 minimum score estimate Bighorns male Gensbuck on multiplayer. That is definitely like the downside to multiplayer. There's always that chance you get kicked or disconnect or something like right as you're about to go and pick up something special. I've had it a few times, never anything like super catastrophic, but you know, a few diamonds and stuff that I've lost out on because of it. And it's never any better. It always sucks. It's a nice 4. 2 up there. I'm gonna wait just a minute, because I kind of wonder if there's another male. Or is that an all-female? Do we have 2 all-female herds here? Maybe. I guess we'll kill the 4, and wherever they run, we'll try to figure it out. Okay, that's not a Tahr. That didn't really help things, but I don't know. Abraham Flinken. Hey, Riley. Anything cool since 4 o'clock? Yeah, we did kill a 107 plus diamond. He's still in our latest harvest for sure. 107.32 he was. Remember the 107 Tahr Club? Finally, yeah. I don't know how many diamonds I have. Not that many. 10 to 15, counting the ones I've messed up. Only one that's eclipsed 107. Dropped a whitetail buck with a snake bite. Dropping animals in Classic with a bow is one of the most satisfying things ever. Top tier. Just heard on my red deer grind yesterday, 1 diamond, 1 troll. Not a bad start. I think we're ready to rest again. See if we can get ourselves, well, I was going to say a couple more diamonds. I don't know why I think that way. I never sit here and think like, alright, great one's coming up. I'm always like, oh, maybe we'll kill a super rare or something. Like, trying to get big diamonds and rares is my focus, and then when a great one shows up, it's just, you know, icing on the cake, I guess. I would like a great one, though. It would be nice. Then we could really go in on snow leopards. Biggest diamond on the Quattro grind was 264. Really? 80 kills on my bear grind. I have 1 rare and 2 diamonds. It took me like 500 kills on Blackbeard to get anything, so that's a solid beginning. Almost midnight, gonna be at the bus stop at 6:45. You should definitely get to bed. I'll yell really loud and wake you up if the great one shows up. Do you play the angler? I do, yeah. Found a random great one fallow on a server, and it was actually a legit server. I dream of that. I'm always hoping to one day find a random spawn great one in multiplayer. I bet you will. Kyla melatonin. Melatonin ain't gonna be enough. Kyla has used all the sleeping drugs. Melatonin, NyQuil. NyQuil? ZQuil it's called. She'll need a whole bottle of melatonin. Can you bring back more of the angler? I'm planning on streaming it on Friday. I guess we'll kind of see how things go. I like my sleep. I like my sleep very much. I sound like Bill Clinton. I did not take sleep drugs to aid in sleep. What now? Track the legendary brown bear on Evan for 40 minutes just for it to troll. That's the worst. Like, I always say this. Troll predators. Because you can't... There's no visual sign like, oh, that's the small rack. It might troll. You just gotta hope for the best. They should add rare great ones. For a time, the moose could spawn... They could also spawn common, and they usually did. But they could spawn albino, piebald, melanistic in theory. Nobody ever got one. I thought that whitetail could spawn rare, but because the can't even think of the guy's name. The guy that shot the albino one on Rancho. But there was a fur type bug then, so it's hard to know if that was supposed to be able to happen or not. Elsie is his name. I knew it was something C. I could not. Anyway. I quit the angler on us after I surpassed Kyla and being better at the game. It is true, I caught a diamond wells catfish. Kyla has 0 diamond wells catfish. I'm clearly the superior angler. Angular, I guess. Actually, I've not made a badge on an animal yet. Good deal. All my Call the Wild skills carried over. That certainly helps having an idea of where to start. Gonna go mow the lawn, probably won't finish by the end of the stream. No worries, man. Hopefully that goes well. Stay out of the heat, if possible. Where is... I thought he ran this way. I didn't claim him yet, did I? Don't think. There he is. Call Wild, obtuse angle. Too busy getting great ones. You should have been catching diamond wells catfish, to be honest. There's levels to this. Haven't cut grass since June? Is it getting tall? I also hadn't cut grass since June, but it was pretty high when I mowed it, what, a week ago. It's getting high again, and it hasn't even rained. So, just for fun, because it worked before. And he's gonna come running out of there and come right to us. No. Alright, worth a try. So they should actually be at this spot. Your grass is dead? Ours is getting bad. When I was walking across the yard right before the stream here, like the grass has gotten to the point that it's crunchy, which obviously is not a good sign. Level 2. A snow leopard. I haven't seen one up here in forever either. Oh, he's coming this way. I really should be trying to find the male Tahr, but I'm definitely going to wait for the snow leopard to come here. It's so cool. Look at him like mirroring the Tahr too. I should kill that. Where's Snowy? Will he go the same way or will he turn around? Ah, I didn't see him in time. Alright, that's fine. Just a 7. I'm hunting big wabbits. Hey, Otter. I think we had 4 level 5s, 2 diamonds, 1 troll, and 1 that screwed up. And our first 107. That was so cool. I love the snow leopard. That's why I keep saying they're my favorite animal when people ask. Like, they're so well done. $45.70, more like $40.50? What? Snow leopards are so amazing. They maybe don't have like the aggression mechanics of tigers, but when you get that rare time when they end up, you know, close to you, stalking something especially, like sometimes you spook them and you can kind of run close to them just as they're running along. But when they're calm and near you, it's so neat. There's a male track here. Like, I don't know where the male is, but in this zone, are you warning calling while you're eating? You gotta get your priorities straight. You're lucky. Ow. Maybe I'm lucky. Alright, went there. Let's go here. Snow leopards are definitely the best thing in the game. I'm with you. Big floof. Thank you, Kyla. Have a good sleep. Are you a OG? I don't know. What's that mean? Like, what's your definition of OG? Level 60? Oh, yeah. Had an 8 black bear and I thought it was a guaranteed diamond? I thought the same thing many moons ago. Right after I had screwed up a diamond moose because I didn't quite understand how it worked. You know, you see 5 medium and there's an understanding like that's a diamond moose. And I didn't really pay much attention to levels yet at this point. So like, I lung shot it, there was quick kill at the time, so it dropped a little bit below diamond. And I found this mythical black bear. And I was like, well, if level 5 makes diamond, this clearly is a massive diamond. So I snuck in, I actually shot it in the head because that was legal back then. And all just to find out, not only was it not a diamond, it wasn't even remotely close. Let's try this other tripod here. What time is it in Pennsylvania? It is 5:58 p.m. I was supposed to stop streaming at 6. That's going to be like 6:30 till I'm done. Well, I guess they're just in a terrible spot. Maybe they'll run up here when we go to this tripod. Why did nobody tell me the deer can be alive when it drops? Yeah, if you spine shot them, they'll lay there and look at you. That's a big 2, which is intriguing. A 3? Okay, I don't know who you guys are, but you're not typically here. I'm not opposed to this, but that was like a new herd. That's a big 4. I like how he skidded to a stop right when I shot. And the shot had nothing to do with him stopping. This whitetail's just looking at me. He's like, look at what you've done. No, look what you did. Kyla was visiting my apartment not too long after we got together, and like, I wanted her to play Classic, so we made her a Steam account, same Steam account she still uses to play Call of the Wild and stuff. She knew about like the spine shot thing, so she was super careful the first couple deer she shot not to shoot them in the spine because she didn't really want them to lay there and look at her. I don't know if she's ever spawn shot something in Call of the Wild, but I thought that was funny. Like, her biggest concern wasn't killing the thing or anything like that with the game. It was do not shoot it in the spine. #1 wide receiver for the Tahr. Antonio Brown. Got a different 128 whitetail, not bad. A few things make you feel as bad as a spy shot animal in class. The worst is, like, if you're in a stand and you do it, they'll lay and look up at you too. They're like, wow, I see you up there, you did this to me. That was close. 0.5 away? I mean, he was, whatever, 99 minimum or something, but still. I think we did these, so new spots. New, as we've been here 10 times now. Classic was the most amazing thing ever when it first came out. In many ways, I think it still is. It was so ahead of its time, though. Nobody hanging around. Oh, there's some. Meh. Nobody home. Okay. Best trophy? I mean, I think our super rare gray fox, just because there's not been very many of those taken. The look they give is crazy. There's also a bug with, I think, any deer species that you spawn shot. Something happens the way the animation is with their ears, and it makes their brow tines sink into their forehead. It looks really funny. I guess we'll go take a look up there again. "15 years later, Fro, there's still stuff." Yeah, Classic has done. I mean, there is not better waterfowl hunting in any game ever than Classic. Rougarou Bayou came out in 2013, I think. That's what introduced waterfowl hunting, and they just nailed it on their first try. Like, it's darn near perfect. They added more waterfowl species and more collars and, you know, like the mojo-like decoys with the moving wings and stuff, but the system is just perfect. I actually don't know why they didn't do it in Call of the Wild. Shot a level 9 red stag earlier and it trolled by 15. It killed me. Yeah, that must be the very much, I would say, hated crab claw rack. It's just a guaranteed troll rack. That looks... Is that just a gray or is that a smoke? I can't shoot it with anything I have equipped. That's just a gray. I guess it was in the shadows at first. It looked super dark. Still no diamond snow leopard. Still no diamond snow leopard. I've had a troll now, so that's nice. I thought this spot had such promise. I mean, we still have killed a couple of Tahr here, but I don't really know where they've gone to. And we haven't, you know, overshot to where they should be leaving. What game am I talking about for waterfowl hunting? The Hunter Classic. That's what I was looking for on that one, Mel, until I could see it. Hello. That's a 2 we don't want. Kill that. Kill that. And we have a nice day. Keep almost falling back in my chair. That's, safe. Well, what's the kill count? Probably closing in on 3,300 by now. I don't know how many we've killed this stream. Yeah. 3,300-ish. That'd be about right. Why can red deer female go to level 2? I don't know. There's a number of animals where females go to 2. I'm not really sure why that's a thing. Wait, what's that, Archer? Goose hunting with the bow in Classic is so fun? It is, because they're so slow moving. Remember, my first ever diamond was a 995 wildebeest. Shot from a lookout point. Know exactly where this spot where it dies at. The nostalgia is amazing. I love that kind of thing. Like, when you can go back to, like, a specific spot in a game, you know it was a special moment. Okay, this is the first time any time of day that we've come to this zone and had nothing. Hopefully that's, if anything, just a good sign. We're ready to rest again. Hey, sounds good, K-Dog. Hopefully that goes well. Gonna go ahead and rest. Main menu here. Headset's trying to unplug, but it's probably done charging anyway. So I'll just unplug it for real. Do the snow leopards tend to double back on their tracks? I wouldn't say it's a tendency of theirs. They'll do it, but I don't think they do it a lot. 1,000 Coyote? I could take you to a lot of places along that. Like, to where we initially spotted it, to where, ultimately, obviously, where we killed it. There was, like, I don't know, 5 times, speaking of doubling back on tracks, where it, like, went back over its places. I could take you across those. Good times. I think females go to level 2 to simulate mature versus young deer. That makes sense. Tracking one, it seems to go back through its old tracks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that'll happen, but... Okay, there hasn't been a Tahr up there in a while. Got some shifting going on here, which is interesting. Ooh, that guy got really dead. Shadow not barking has made me question if she's okay. I'm sure she wore herself out, because how long was she barking? 30, 40 minutes? It was a long time at the start of the stream. So she's laying right behind me here. What did I have for breakfast? Did I eat breakfast today? Nope. I had a grilled cheese and 2 cucumbers as my lunch, though. I mean, coffee for breakfast, does that count? First kill was 1,000 melanistic great one alligator. Holy! The biggest male. Still alive? What a miss. 4 level 5s, 3 of which made diamond, 1 was a 107. I said made diamond. We're big enough to make diamond, I screwed 1 up. And then 1 troll. Tahr sandwich. Hey, Ethan. Coffee always counts for breakfast. That's typically all I have for breakfast. Though, our blueberries are starting to produce enough where, like, every day I can go out and pick a cup full and throw them in oatmeal, so I'll probably start having oatmeal for breakfast again. It's also, like, although lately the lows have been, like, 75, so it's never cool. But when you wake up early enough and it's cool out, you know, you have coffee and some warm oatmeal, and it's not just, like, you know, too hot to even enjoy, that's a good day. Good start to a day, anyway. That dude absolutely face-planted. I think that's the herd that's only going to produce 1 big male anyway, so we take that. You think having 8 grinding zones for Tahr is good? Are you herd managing? If so, probably. If I miss a meal, I'm insta-hangry, breakfast included. Since I lived in my apartment, I moved into my apartment 6 years ago? I think. It was right before Rahunga came out. I'm pretty sure that was August of 18. But, yes, ever since then, my schedule is so stupid. Like, a lot of times I eat lunch at like 3:30. Just fairly typical time that I finish recording a video, so I go and eat then. 3 hours so far. This is going to turn into darn near a full 4-hour stream, and I had no intention of doing that. But here we are. I want to record 1 more video tonight as prep for November. And I think I'll be good. It'll be 9. Or will that be 8? No, 1 tonight and 1 tomorrow will be 9. The reason I'm trying to do 9 is I have a 5-part series that is kind of... it's not at all like doing the same thing over and over again. It's all different maps and stuff. But I think if I were to split it up, meaning like day 1 is episode 1 of 5, and then the next day is like classic. Then day 3 is episode 2 of 5, then the next day is a Sooner Baton Hunt, or whatever. That would, I think, be the best case scenario. So yeah, I wanted to get done early enough to record yet another video tonight. And I should be fine, but the plan had been to stop 10 minutes ago. How many kills? 3,300 or something like that. Not keeping super close track. I love how we use when maps came out to compare what happened when. Yeah, I remember Oh, when Verhunga Savannah came out, oh, that was a great time in human history. Do you host classic servers as public? Typically no. I'll host them like, well, when I stream classic on Wednesdays over on Twitch, it's a passworded server, but the password's just like, if you're in my chat for Twitch, you just do !password and you can join. The only reason I bother passwording it is it's so, you know, everybody that is in the chat that wants to join can, as opposed to, you know, some random that doesn't know who I am. Not that I don't want them to join, but I'd rather the people who are in the chat get to participate. Favorite fruit? Why am I taking this so seriously? So, like, I don't know what kind of plum it is, but at my dad's property, we used to have some kind of plum tree that made the best plums ever. And I don't know if a plum is technically a fruit, because, you know, tomatoes are a fruit, not a vegetable, and there's all kinds of weird classifications. But assuming it counts, we'll go with that. I already gave in about college football 25. Let me know how it is, because I can see myself giving in too. I really don't want to do it, but it just looks so good. You kids these days in your Africa 2.0. Oh, back in my day, we have our Hunger Savannah and our level 4 diamond kudos everywhere, and every third kudu was melanistic, and these lions in Gensbach weren't even on the map, but you liked it. These kids are spoiled, they're never gonna appreciate a diamond again. You're classified as a mineral? Salt, because salty. Now to force myself to play Call of the Wild first, you got more willpower than me if you pull that off. If I buy a new game, I'm playing it. That's always the way it goes. Go to sleep, Flampaw. We were walking home from fishing yesterday, me and Beeg, and it was getting pretty dark, and there was a guy out in front of us with his dog, and I go like, what is that? Oh, it's a guy with his dog. And Beeg said like, are you sure that's a dog? Because I don't see a person. It's like right in the middle of the road. All right, Grandpa, we gotta get you home. What's your field of view? The settings is 60. Our chocolate fallow deer rare, just an uncommon. It's Flanfather. What's your plan for stream when Ultimate Hunting comes out? I assume we'll stream a decent bit of it. It just depends on how good the game is, but if it's as good as its potential, I'd like to do quite a bit of content on it. I hear footsteps. Oh, it's Tahr. There's a big 2 again. Oh my god. What do we even shoot? There's a 3. 2. So I guess we want that big 2? Ah, there was a 3 there, though. Wait a minute. What herd is what? I think we're okay to get that. In theory, that, and then we stop? I don't know. Jason, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. Don't mind the chaos. How rare are spirit brown bears? They're an uncommon. When were whitetail last reset? Oh, boy. I don't know if there's ever been like a whitetail reset as a whole. I mean, maybe when they were just on Layton. But like once they were added to multiple maps, I don't think... Like you might have had the Rancho whitetail reset or the... Revan Tulies haven't been reset. Yeah, just you know, that type of thing. But never a full whitetail reset that I can recall. Wait, what, Hunter Cash? Where are we at? I guess we'll go here just to make sure. Accidentally lost a mule deer because I pulled up my bow and realized I didn't have any arrows. Yeah, that'll happen. That's one of those things, and I've been playing the game for almost 15 years, and I still do it. But that's one of those things you learn to, you know, as soon as you're out of ammo, put a new pack of ammo in that weapon, because once you stand up and try to shoot a deer with a bow, and they see you, if you don't have arrows equipped, it's too late. Hey, Becky. Welcome on in. I have an obsession with mangoes. No, my brother does. There's a video of him elk hunting in Colorado, and he brought dried mango, and he spent the time to like make a little, I'll call it segment of the video, just talking about dried mango. You got the wrong guy.
Yeah, back in my day, I remember when the old whitetail antlers was the best. Now we got these true racks and these millions of combinations. What in tarnation?
Well, we got female herds if that's what we want. I almost spotted something. I don't see said something. Just got trolled by a bear single by 0.14. That's so unfortunate. I've seen ones where they troll by a decent bit, but close trolls suck. Dried mangoes are goated. I don't know if I've ever had dried mango. I've had, you know, fresh mango. Don't feel bad and miss a diamond snow leopard. It'll happen. The black bear's down and now stored safely in my lodge. Only a red deer left. Nice. Red deer with Tahr being so OP shouldn't be a bad grind. The hardest map to get trophies on. Probably like Mississippi. It's tough because, like, you know, you can always just randomly stumble into something on any map. But I think Mississippi as a whole is a pretty tough one to hunt. New England as well, but the whitetail aren't so bad, and whitetail trophies are, in my opinion, kind of easy. I'm just incoherently rambling. That's how you do the old man impression.
You know, back in '87 when I used to run the National Skateboard Convention.
Best map for coyote. I actually don't know, like, New England's not bad. So you could maybe consider that. I went the wrong way. Rancho used to be amazing for it, but I don't feel like it is anymore. And Layton's just, like, solid. I've never done enough coyote hunting to really, like, figure that out for certain. I don't know if that other tripod helps us. Did we just run at this? A little pressure, but not enough to worry about. Just got a 105 score in Tahr, not bad. If you go jump in a bathtub of hot water, then sit in an oven, you know how I feel right now? I was wondering where you were going with that. What would Kyla do if you started your vows in the old man voice? Leave, I assume? Possibly smack me?
To heaven to hold, till death do us part. Oh.
That was me dying, by the way. Favorite fallow combo? Silver with the Irish elk rack, but only because that's the combo I got. What's the hardest diamond in Rancho? Antelope jackrabbit's tough. Rio Grande turkey's not too bad. Coyote and bobcat, I guess, can be difficult as well, but I don't know. I think jackrabbit might be the answer.
Oh Lord, my knees are failing.
I think Grandpa's dead. Gonna Malek gold for gator. I still don't have a Malek gator. That's awesome. Alright, we officially have one more run through to go. The Tahr ragdoll physics never get old. I love that they just faceplant. Which I guess they would, like in real life, that big chest and all the furry fluff and big old massive horns. They'd probably be kind of front heavy. One more run through, we see what happens. To the menu. To the not menu. What's the best map for hunting whitetail in general, not grinding? That's probably still Reventuli. There's just so many. Furry and fluffy, you say, what are you implying, Mel? As a certified dino nerd, I get mad when it's called Irish elk and not Megaloceros. The only reason I even know it's Megaloceros is from, oh jeez. What was that mobile Jurassic Park game? Evolution or... Evolution's not right. Well, maybe. Well, anyway, they had that in the game. That's the only reason I even know that's the name of it. Great one of the next 10 kills, imagine. I would definitely lose my mind. I feel kind of decent about where we're at, though, just given the amount of 5s we've seen today. And big 4s, for that matter. Jurassic Park Builder? That wasn't that. Well, I have a Jurassic Park Builder on my... on PC. That is Jurassic World Evolution. So what the heck was the name of the mobile game? Alive, yes, that's the one. I actually like that game a lot, but I was... It's like, with anything, any game that I play, I dislike not being able to, you know, like, have all the things. So, there was like a monthly membership thing, battle pass type, I don't know what they called it, but of course I had to get that, and eventually I'm just like, I'm spending money on this for no reason, so I just quit playing. Screams 10 Fabled, holy! How many kills for the Tahr grind? 3,300-ish. Fabled Megaloceros rack? I should start calling it that. That sound distinguished. Yes, my great one, Megaloceros. There it is. Absolutely Florida piggy. Poor guy. Why do I feel like we didn't kill anything in this zone last time? What's up, Wild Wolf? Welcome on in. All these messed up diamonds are coming back.
I'm getting flashbacks of my messed up diamond Tahr with a 300. I didn't know he was a diamond. He ran out in front of me, and well, I was thinking about the next round of tapioca.
Just scream like I did when I saw the skull? Was it... It couldn't have been more than your gold, surely. 4,000 kills? I guess I could survive that, but I hope it's not 700 more yet. I'm gonna leave this. That's the smallest respawn I've gotten in this zone, and I kind of feel like we should just let it at that. My magic powers will give you a diamond Tahr? Yes. Watch your videos every day with dinner, perfect timing? Nice. I'm very much that way where, like, if I'm eating dinner or lunch or whatever, I gotta have something to watch along the way, so glad to be that for you. These rock climbing hooligans, I can't hit them. Who else is here? We can't kill these anyway. Couple of 3s, so no big deal. Who's beige? Where's the 4? Oh, there he is. How much longer till your stream ends? Less than 15 minutes. We're gonna do this final run through. It'll take right about 15, I would imagine. And then we'll wrap up. So, 3 hours and 40 minutes probably total. I earned 0 cash from a teal? What? I didn't think that was possible. Got a bunch of level 4 blue sheep and still no 5s? In theory, if you keep on killing them, one's going to show up eventually. Right, that's that. Let's go here. Hardest diamond in Parquet? You know what was great was the Parquet Lodge, because it was the single player thing. The last one for me was Red Deer. I don't know if they'd be the toughest now. Mule Deer could end up being difficult. Mountain lions, I think, or pumas, I guess, I think would be fine. Black buck and axis deer are way harder than they used to be, though. I could see it being any of those. Kinda ready for winter? I'm just ready for hunting season, which basically brings winter along with it, so I'm with you. Maybe I did see a Tahr up there. When Shadow was barking earlier, I thought, yeah, I did. Right across the top. It's a herd that we deal with, so like, I'm not terribly worried about it because of money. All right, we'll not. Oh, jeez, let me see if I can murder my mic while we're here. We'll just get them at the normal time that we get them instead of just messing around here forever. I guess, Maximus. I haven't looked. I haven't been in the Parquet Lodge in years. What do you think about the guys getting like 20 great ones? It's not for me, but you know, whatever they want to do. Gotta get a new hunting bow on Wednesday. Ooh, what you gonna get? You should post in Discord when you get to. I don't know what. Like, it's the dumbest thing, but a fresh new bow is like getting a new car to me. It's like, yes, look at this pristine thing. All the adventures we're gonna go on together. I hate Melon or multiple great ones. It's true.
Yeah, you told me you were gonna stop after the fabled skull, and now here you are with 87 more great ones, these kids. Yeah, why don't you go shoot a diamond mountain hare and see how you like it?
Just casually dismount. I said it's fine. What do you mean? I cannot help that I'm an addict. At least you admit that you're an addict. The first step to overcoming an addiction is admitting that you have one. Then Crow's up to 70. He has more than 70. 80 something. PSE Mach 30 or 34? Nice. I like my addiction. Even I have multiple great one Tahr. Actually, you have one great one and one gold. I'm dissing J-Tag too. It's true. What's this guy over here? Think he's J-Tahr or something? It's a big 2. Hello. Also, hello. I'd like to respot that 3 before I shoot. Oh, speaking of 3s. I don't like our odds of getting it because he still hasn't come out of... Oh, there's a 4. Oh. Yeah, we hit him. This will be fun. Try to go figure all that out. It's not healthy, I'm sorry to tell you.
I have terrible news. I'm dying from great one Tahritis.
Any good trophy today? We killed our first 107 plus diamond. I think we screwed up basically a 106, and then we killed a 105 that we didn't screw up. 3 diamonds and a troll. Or 3, at least that should have been diamond, 2 that made it. Some of our better, like, single stream hole grind kills that we've had. What's the best 4 to 8 weapon for multiple shots on like 3 different deer? Probably the 308 AR. I don't think anything will be able to top that. Still could be within 10. I actually haven't even counted. I have no idea. 5 more? Okay. Just gave up a home run to blow a perfect game in the 8th MLB The Show. Skill issue, to be honest. At least your manager didn't pull you like they did to Paul Skeens the other day. Have a great one. I need to get something to nap before I pick up my sister from the airport. Sounds good. Appreciate you hanging out. We'll see if we can indeed get a great one. Me with only 1 great one fallow. Silver is clearly the best one. Honestly, imagine it taking like 15 to get a fabled silver. Who would do that? Got my first great one yesterday. Nice, man. What's going on, Jay? Where do you want the new map to be based off? I think Greenland would be a really cool map idea. Imagine the last zone you check is a great one. In a way, that'll be true no matter what, whether that's today or not. The last Tahr zone I ever check on the grind will probably be where we get our great one at. There's probably no point going there, so we can go... We did these. can't remember spawning here. Shut up, nerd. Think it'd be a good idea to take a Great One Moose with a 10 gauge? I wouldn't do it. When the 10 gauge, the new one came out with the plastic shot shells, I tried to shoot moose at very reasonable ranges and didn't punch through the lungs like routinely. I'd pick a different weapon. All of the 4-8 rifles, what has the lowest recoil? Funny enough, also the 308 AR. Mine was golden Irish elk rack, so my least favorite rack in fur in 1. I don't know. I love that gold fur. I think it's awesome. I don't know why I said I don't know. I'm sure it is your least favorite, but I think it would have looked good, is I guess what I was trying to say. Nothing here at all. There's actually tracks of something, but just in case. Dead. Alright. To the next. Took a Great One Moose with the 10 gauge, the old one. Yeah, I feel like it was better. I'm not sure. The ammo should perform the same. Oh my god, hello. A 1. Oh, that must have been Pop-Tart then. So that explains why we haven't seen them since. Oh, I already hit that 3. Anyway, it must have just been a complete chance that we found him over there. Tiger just mating cold and it scared me to death. Thought some dude said, whoa, it does kind of sound like that, doesn't it? I can hear it. Like the spoon rack and silver, I was 100% like, that would have been my preference going into it. Because that's how I thought too, like, you know, the world record fallow or whatever. And he's just so old and wily that nobody ever got him, and he's reached the point that he doesn't even grow tines anymore, but he still has that massive frame. I think it's neat. Did I hear the 4570 on the hammer drop? I think you can hear it. I got a silver spoon. You can be jealous of mine and me of yours. I like mine quite a bit as well, but spoon would have been my ideal, I think. So I don't know if we even should expect anything to be here. Because... Oh. Yeah, maybe so. It's a 3. I think just the 1? Take that. I'm not going to deny it. Why don't you take my Great One Moose then when I go after one? How about... What about the 454? Or even the 44 if you really wanted to get a little sketchy. College football is great. You should collab with MMG. I'm sure he'd accept some random Call the Wild YouTuber hitting him up. Two more. Well, he'll either have to run out of this zone. Probably should have killed the 4, but that's okay. Or maybe he'll be at our last spot. Sir, yes, sir. We are siblings at this point. We argue like siblings. Yeah, well, my Grey One Whitetail is cooler than your Grey One Whitetail. So there. Hey, Outdoor. Welcome back. We are probably one zone away from wrapping up the stream, unless there's a great one in this final zone, which, hey, I wouldn't complain. We're going to be killing whatever's here in 3 hours and 35 minutes. I guess we're going to check our lodge. Go and put those diamonds back there, and we'll be wrapping her up. All females. Sometimes they're over there. I don't see any. Those are the wrong type of horned creatures. Alright. To the lodge we go. Actually, what I'll do, it's easier to rest here than in the lodge. Go to the middle of the day. Imagine the last time we got a fabled scar. That would have been wild. Alright. Grind lodge. Couple more Tahrs to put in here. That wasn't what I said, Mel. Fabled, painted, and blade rack's the ugliest great one ever. I like Fabled painted too, though. I thought it was neat. Sounds good, Gabriel. You too. Alright. That spot back there's filled. I know where we can do them. So we've got, I guess, just the two from today. A 105 and a 107. Call me crazy, but the 105 looks bigger. It's the 105 is the one on the left. It is the ridges, though. Those big, thick ridges on the 107. That's adding that circumference. I actually like that, though. It does look good. That's pretty neat. All right. On that note, that's gonna do it for this one. Ended up streaming 35 minutes longer than intended, but I feel like we're getting somewhere. So maybe Friday's stream. Maybe if I have time even beforehand. Grinding throughout the week, he'll show up, may end up in a video, who knows? But I like the direction we're moving in. Anyway, that's going to do it for this stream. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hi, bye, Survivor. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support today. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Back in the Hunter Classic, and no surprise, back chasing non-typical muleys. Bye.